Same thing we found historically with people. People, if you're not serious about change, it's going to be temporary. You get people, they can have a heart attack, or almost heart attack or something, recover. Oh, they get serious, and next thing you know, they be back. I remember guys go to jail, come out, they weren't going to drink, they were just smoking, had the cross on, cross get gone. They started drinking a beer turning into a 12-pack. They back to who they used to be. Come out clean, they working out. You know what I'm saying? They ain't drinking no more finna get their stuff together. It's not every person, but for the average person, a lot of times different events, it's just temporary. It's not something that keep people where they're constantly considering their latter end, where they're constantly looking at making sure they got this thing right. Our goal is to make sure we got it right. We can't afford to go through here and not get it right, you know. So, you know, we're making all the necessary adjustment from natural, of course, to ruach, because the natural man is the man that won't receive it. So the first thing we have to start doing as well, I won't say the first thing, but one of the main components is conquering the natural man. The natural man got all his love, his desires, his ambition, his goal, his likes and dislikes. So we got to make sure they measure up to the specification that Mr. Yahuwah has mandated for us for salvation. Sometimes, you know, your likes and dislikes will put you outside of the realm of salvation. Sometimes your goals and expectations will put you out. So it's our what's imperative for us to make sure that the things that we're shooting for are not, you know, put us in conflict with our salvation. Y'all understand that? Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. You can get jobs, opportunities, a lot of things that can come your way, but sometimes they get in the way of salvation. People say, well, you know, I got this one, but, you know, they want me to do this. I'm trying to say I get out of there. Sometimes they keep at you, they'll get you stuck, get you going, and get you dependent. Then they'll snatch that cover from under you one time and say, yeah, this is mandatory. Everybody got to do it. You know, so I don't want to, it's stuff I don't want to do. Then you start looking at your bills, then you start saying, you know, really? It's lawful to do good. Oh, yeah, I know people, I remember years back, we used to go out and eat out after Shabbat, go out and get something to eat. Nothing wrong getting to eat is the paying for what you're doing, you know, making transactions like that. And ran into a Hebrew Israelite lady was talking to us one time. She was like, oh yeah, she believe in that shit. She was talking about how she believe in Shabbat and everything, running her mouth. She'll keep up. She just had to work. But she believe in the Shabbat. I know a couple of people that be like that. They 100% for that Shabbat. They say, oh yeah, that's the Bible. You got to keep that. But they be working. Right. But they'll preach it though. Oh yeah, they'll tell you about it. But they be working. You be like, that's like a real contradictory statement. But that's what people act. And in their mind, they try to start justifying, like most of us will do. You start trying to find means to justify what you're doing and still try to make sure you ain't in condemnation. But certain things, it's just not good, not even good to fool with. You know, Mr. Yahuwah been a provider. He been a carer for us. You know, when you look at a lot of these people out here, because I do several different things, and there's always people you'll run into do what you do that might, you know, be more into what they're doing, but that's because that's where they're in their spiritual walk. You know what I'm saying? That's not important to them. What's important to them is making it, maintaining, and having. Their spirituality is not an important part. So there's going to be a conflict with me and them on some issues because they're going to do well with the world. I'm going to do well with Elohim. Elohim going to sustain me. So he'll never have me out. You know what I'm saying? I can't do what they do. It ain't for me. When I look at what they do, it's because I can't do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I can't work on Shabbat. I can't do it. I got obligations. Just like Wednesday night. It's stuff I could do. I said, you know, what it said, Wednesday night ain't in the book. Ain't none of these nights in the book. These are all your nights, all the names you gave it, but they come down when Elohim called us to, and he requires to come and assemble ourselves. That's what we try to do. And he told us not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some is. And said so much the more as we see the day approaching. And we all know, if you watch the world right now, it's bad out here. It's only going to get worse. It ain't going to get no better. Y'all young people, I mean, the chance of y'all hardly making it to y'all 30, that's tight. I'll just be honest with you. You know, you want somebody to come and pee at your carnival, I just peed at your carnival. I don't see it. I don't see the world being able to sustain another 15 years. I just don't see it. I mean, it's just too overblown. It's too far gone. I mean, the stuff that we discussing now, it would never even we never had conversation back then on gay rights and whatever gay was doing, that was your homosexual business, and people looked at you as a weirdo, you was a homosexual. People looked down on it, and now it's so accepted and regarded and protected and loved, and I mean, you had the gay parade. Nobody paid that stuff no attention. You're like, man, them weirdos. They're paying now. These are lawmakers. These are elected officials. These are everybody now. You know, years ago, if you were gonna run for office, you were gay. You had to keep that stuff undercover, because people knew you weren't stable. There's no way to have a penis and say you got a vagina, and then you say you want to run for an office. You want to sit on a court, and you want to. You can't judge a penis from a vagina. I mean, how much sense you got on trying to judge whether a person right or wrong? You're gonna sit and you're gonna try to condemn somebody else and say a statement what they've done wrong. You're wrong. And they're gonna say, my sexual orientation don't have nothing to do. It does. It says something to your mental. There's something wrong with your mental mind that you think it's okay that you're a man and you're supposed to be a woman. Nobody really believes that. If they did, they wouldn't be fighting and pushing. I believe I'm a man. I ain't out here pushing and fighting to try to prove no homosexual. I'm no man. I already know what I am. I keep moving. They know they're not confident in what they're doing. That's why they got to get colors and get a flag for it and run and try to get laws and pass and then try to associate themselves with us. We're fighting because the ignorant people that we set up under who govern this system won't accept it because they want to keep us back simply because they know if they put us on an equal playing field with them, they know they're out of business. Yeah. Make no mistake. It don't matter about, well, I'm sorry. This thing making more noise than I want to hear. But they know for themselves that it's bad business what they're doing. They know for themselves they're wrong. That's why they're doing what they're doing. That's why they want to force their way on people. They'll try to say that people of color, we forcing our way on them, which is a lie. We're not forcing our way. We're just saying we were here before you got here. Quit. We just don't want you to keep telling lies like we just popped up out of a mysterious place from somewhere, from triple darkness. We were here before a white face showed up. I don't know. Listen, if you'd have been here before us, you'd have been a ghost. Isn't that right? Because when Mr. Hoover came here, he said one number darkness. And I got book to prove to say, he said that his presence, it went over the face of the darkness. Isn't that right? The man went over darkness. Wasn't no light. Isn't that right? You had white, if it had been here, it'd have been light. So then you got to say Elohim done told a lie. We know we the first people here. From their book, from their misrepresented book they got, it clarified. The man said, and the Ruach Elohim moved across the face of, over the darkness. You know what happened when you move over dark face? Don't tell no lie, it ain't white. Ain't that right? Just stop it. I don't know why people just want to admit who we are and just accept and just take the truth. But you know what? They've been fighting a long time. Regardless of whether they accept it or not, we're going to take our rightful place. I'm going to tell y'all now about me. Y'all do how you want to do now. I'm still a proponent for us being our own nation, being recognized as a nation. Listen, we can cohabitate. We can do business. We can transact with any group of people that can do fair, square business. Y'all got it? We can't be up under none of them. That just can't happen. It don't make sense. I don't agree. Now, let me say, if the majority of people of color decide that's what they want to do, y'all go ahead, y'all do it. I've done it already, and it's never benefited us. I'm tired of being here, and every time you hear a story from a white mouth, every time you see a news story or a TV show, we don't exist. We don't exist. Let me tell you something. How many of y'all watch TV? How many of you have noticed, you think about how many white shows you watch and you don't think twice about there's no black people in that show? It's so normal to see us. If you saw all black, it catch your attention. You know it's not normal that all their neighbor black, everywhere they go, the job is all black. Is this practical? We have neighborhoods where there are predominantly, quote unquote, people of color in it. But when you give us a TV show showing us and we the predominant people and we all own business and we go, it's not practical because they don't allow it to happen. And you know what they show you? Because they show you the images, and we have a lot of people of color. We do have a lot of quote unquote suburban neighborhood that are predominantly black. But they don't allow you to see that. When they show you predominantly black communities, what are those communities you call? Project ghettos. You go, listen, you can go right up to Camp Creek, run all the way on out, and run there. What was that? We went out and bought some property before. You remember that property? What was on? Listen, all black. I'm talking about humongous. All black. You hear me? These people doing their thing. I was proud. I bought 2 properties up there. I was like, I just love watching. It was just nice. I told them, I said, the air breathe different up here. I ain't want no project, no jacked up, and ain't no cheap homes. They doing their thing. I was proud. I was impressed. I was like, I bought 2 of these lots over here from them. I was actually gonna build up there, but that's enough talking about that one. Cause one of y'all niggas might want to try to move up now. And there go the neighborhood. No, but I mean, it's a lot of us doing things. It's just not shown. The problem is we're not advocates for pushing and showing our kids that we actually do well together. They teach us, put 2 minutes together, we're going to start fighting. Look, them people that had no liquor store, clubhouse slamming. I'm talking about maintenance. They had the dog poop. They had garbage can for dog poops when you walk them. Sign. I mean, I was really impressed. I was like, I like this. They've done very well for them. So I was really impressed with them, you know, just seeing it because they don't typically show. When they show, it's white people. You know what I'm saying? Especially you don't see dog poop can. They got it. They let them know, hey, you have your dog, clean your mess up. And we got the cans out here. They got bags hanging for them, the whole nine. This was a predominantly black neighborhood. You look, you're like, I think it was Walden Park. Y'all remember that up in Camp Creek? It's all the way out. Yes, you ain't supposed to be out there. Cascade, it's all the way out there. You ride out there, you know you need to take your gas can, because every nigga ain't putting no gas in their car. You gonna run out. If you don't run out going, you gonna run out coming back, you don't fill up. Yeah, but I was like, I mean, you know, it could do it. A lot of work, but it could, anyway, that's what I'm really trying to get to. We have to show our young people all of the different things that we're doing so they can see the potential that's in them, okay? White people constantly do that with their people. That's why you got the history books. They can pick up any history book. They can pick up any dictionary. They can watch any television show. They can watch any news show. Typically, who's going to be the commentators? We there now, but that'd be practical. You ain't having no all dark and sitting up on this stage now. We're not doing it. It's going to be a white man going to meteorology. If you sit him, white man going to get the job. They're going to pay them on. A meteorology, you just reading paper. Meteorology got to understand science. So they learn to hold on to a certain job that's still prestigious. They're going to still be the head lead. Just like, notice, anytime you watch these sports shows, who ain't in charge? The white man who they have never played football. He'll be the controller. See, that's a problem I have with Charles Barkley, Shaq, Steve Smith? Not Steve Smith, Kenny Smith. And the reason I have, they have a white handler. If y'all ever watch these guys, the white man handles them. He let them know they don't talk too much. It's time to go, and I really hate that. Because first of all, I don't care how much you study. It's a difference when you play the game. These guys have played the game at a major level. They haven't just played around at it. These guys have been some of the best in their positions. So when you let these guys kind of earn his sits and he handles them, he said, but I assure you, when they cut checks, earn the check bigger than theirs. They're on there for fanfare. Anytime Michael Irvin, you put these guys on commentating on foot, Michael Irvin could still be one of the better receivers that, you know, in the NFL, have played, retired. These guys have skill they trade, whom they skills in. So they put them here because these guys got flavor, personality, they'll say certain things, and they knew the white men, they just dry. See, after Howard Cosell and Jimmy Greek, now, these white boys ain't bad. That's the best they ever had. They know Howard Cosell. This is Howard Cosell. The man can do anything. It can be box. Nobody did what. I mean, he's not that. Ali made him famous. Ali made Howard Cosell. They didn't have no commentator like that. Well, he know that. The worldwide sport, what he got? Well, Howard Cosell, that was it. Howard Cosell was the man. And Howard Cosell got himself ran out of the league. He got ran out for running his mouth. And you know what he said about us? Said we were built better. Said we were faster. They let him know this be your last time commentating. You get too high, Jim. I think Jimmy agreed to. Them guys ran their mouth. They were looking at a black man. They said, look at them. They faster. They built better. Oh yeah, that was their last commentation. He'll tell you, Howard Cosell one of the best ever done it. His voice, Howard Cosell the best ever done it. And that mouth got him fired. Now, this man been doing sport for how many years? I mean, probably 100 years. When you ran your mouth, you done told these folks on TV that the black man was built better and was stronger. Listen, it didn't take long. Your career over with. And he didn't just do the thing with him, unlike these guys one sport. Howard Cosell could do worldwide sport. He could do boxing. You know what I'm saying? He was like a god to these people. You don't hear white people talk about him, do you? Nope. They don't know why, do they? Because you start talking, they're going to come in and you want to know, what happened to him? You can't have white people on TV saying stuff like that. They built better, they stronger, they faster. You can't have them saying stuff like that. What they tell you, they already know. The fact that he's sitting on TV talking, and he let that come out of his mouth and told them they were built better and they were stronger and they were faster. So you can't talk like that because what the problem is, and no, let me say this, that's not to say that we are stronger and better than every white person. okay? It's the fact that the dominance of what they were trying to impede or preach to us was that we were inferior. And see, y'all guys don't realize, I get on the key. I have gave y'all a good break of not getting on y'all like I should. And the reason why I get on y'all and push y'all, because you really don't know what your potential is. You don't realize you fight a psyche out here. And I know because I had to fight it. When you go out here, you walk in a society where the people who are going to arrest you, handle your money, do business with, don't look like you. So you hand them out to somebody that controlling, who lets you go or whatever it is you do, and that's a constant with us. And eventually it's overbearing, and at some point you have to look at they control on everything. You don't have a voice. All your rights come through them. One of them have to handshake you, pat you, bring you in, protect you, keep them off of you. There's nothing you can really do for yourself. And I push you guys, and you guys are younger, like I'm talking to y'all young people, I try to tell them, but I've been allowing my guys, they lazy. They lazy. They lazy. There's one thing, they one trick pony, that's it. They don't want to do nothing more than that. They don't want that pressure. Oh, touch me, he gonna get her killed. They don't realize you dying already. Yeah. You wait on that man to do justice and do you right. You already dead, son. I can't wait on that man to do nothing for me. I don't get over that in my mind. The day I don't flip the news on saying maybe the white man, he gonna sign a bill or emancipate me or constipation. Maybe the white man, maybe he gonna do something, maybe he gonna change. I don't care what he does. The end of the day when I get up, I'm in survival mode every day. I got to, that's all I know how to do. I've been dealing with this man long enough to realize, don't expect nothing from it. Every day I get up, it's the same fight. It's the same fight every day. And I push these young people, don't settle. Don't settle. I say, you know what? You need to be grateful. I'm not putting my hands on you anymore. The first thing, why was I putting my hands on you in the first place? That's the problem. Why was my hands on you? So don't try to, you supposed to give me this great love because I'm saying I could be beating you like other, I could. You shouldn't. And I shouldn't be appreciating you for doing that because that's the right of every person. Stop thinking they're doing you a favor when they give you something, when it's owed to you. I ain't doing you no favor, I don't kick you. Boom, see, you ought to be grateful I didn't kick you. Why was I kicking you in the first place? See, questions need to be asked. Don't just sign into agreeing to something like he's done you something. He's never done you no favor. You helped him. He can't survive without you. Everything you contribute, but you're never acknowledged for that. You're not acknowledged for nothing you've done. All the things, he hadn't wrote a constitution that you didn't play a part of. He hadn't set amendments you hadn't played a part. Nothing he's done, you hadn't had a hand in it. He just won't record it and give it to you so you'll know it because he know you'll hold him to it. You'll see yourself in a different light. If you knew you sat down at the table with him before he even had a president. When he had a congressional Congress, you sat down with this man. You need to know this stuff. He makes it look though he jumped off the boat, sat down him, built the house by his naked bare hand, formed cotton as soon as he got him, sat down and wrote the Constitution, rode on a horse and said the British are coming. And then he helped you niggas out. You already him. Everybody owe you. Everybody owe you. We're going to get a shirt called You Owe Me. We're going to get a shirt we're going to put on You Owe Me. Everybody. They ain't got a race on here that don't owe us. Everybody owe us. Every one of them. Ain't nobody, bar none. Every one of them owe us. Every one of them owe us. Yes, sir. That's the truth. And we got to stop acting like we owe everybody else. You don't have no debt on your back. Your only debt is Mr. Yahuwah. We don't owe these people, now they owe us. That's right. That's why I take the stance I take. That's why the person I am. That's why I continue to be that person. I said, make my own way. I try to teach a lot of y'all there. Y'all would have learned how to really skill in and home in what I try to tell you to do. It's nothing we can't do. I don't get how y'all don't get it. It's nothing we can't do. Nothing. I've tackled jobs that just really didn't make sense that people have told me not to do it, and I've done it when I got through. And they've been in it longer than I have, more scared than I have, and I got failed. You know, they said, I can't believe what I say. I can't believe you did it. I tackled it. Listen, they said, why you did it? I bought a house. Who remember that house I bought? It was burned down. The house was shot to hell. Listen, hell sent it back. Hell didn't want it. It was shot. That thing was shot to hell. And you know why I bought it? Because I had never done it before. I said I had never done it before. See, I just wanted to see what I could do. Listen, I got an eye, I got a mind, I could drive. You got to get people to see what you see. Y'all got it? And see, and I did that to try to show myself too. A lot of your fears is you. Looking at how that place looked, it didn't make sense to get. That's why I sat down. Because everybody came there and looked at it and said, that's a stupid buy. I wouldn't buy it. And guess what I did? Bought it, built. How many of y'all like King was out there? They went out there, went up on the bottom, put when they got through though. But like Yahuwah said, I guarantee the last glory when I put it up was better than the first one when the white folk built it. But I'm just saying, it's just skill, what you want to do. I bought another house one time. Leonard parent bought it from me. I bought that house. That house was shot. Listen, you walk up the steps. You couldn't even walk in it. When you walk up about the first 2-3 steps, the window busted out, the smell hit you. I couldn't even go in it. It hit me so bad, I just turned around and went back down the step. Whole front of the house was falling off. I looked at it. I brought some guys out there. I said, look at this. Tell me what you think. When I went in, he looked at me and he said, you didn't pay for this, did you? I said, yeah. He said, you couldn't have bought this. I said, yeah, I bought it. He said, to do what with it? I said, I'm going to put it back. He said, you paid them for this? I said, yeah, I paid for it. Y'all, how many of y'all seen when I first bought it? How it looked when I finished? They saying it. I brought some of them out there. I said, who want to buy that house if I do? They said, no, they ain't my taste. No, y'all house shot. I don't. They run that out there. I said, I'm not done with it. I said, I just want you to see it before I start. When they got finished with it, that's all it is. See, it's just about, and I'm going to tell you why. It shows you the type of eye we have, we put back. They blame us for tearing up everything. We have an eye to put back. It's just like Yahuwah said, I kill, but I can make alive. I wound, but I can heal. Y'all hear me? See, you got to be able to understand, at being Elohim, we have that ability. We can tear down, we can put back. That's why he sent Yirmiyahu down to the potter's house and let him see him work the work and tear it up. He said, Yasharal, just like that in my hand. He said, listen, I can make him to what I want. I can tear him down. I can come right back and put him right back. See, you got to know what kind of bit. Y'all don't understand. You're in the form of Elohim. Y'all just afraid. Y'all afraid to be you. You're afraid to be in charge. You're afraid to lead. You're afraid to be an outgoer. You're just afraid to do it. It's just safer when people control and people get you up and tell you to get up. Let me borrow it for a second. Oh, no, sit down. All right, now get up. All right, now move over here. Okay, now move back over here. Okay, now sit back down. Okay, now stand back up. Mm-hmm. That's tiring. But it's safer because you don't even have to do no thinking. Just let me do all of it for you. And that's how my members are. They scared to get up on their own. They scared to sound their own. Why you don't think everything you do, why you don't think you can do it? Because they don't look at whatever you see these people do. What do you think they did to get to where they got? Got enough of you convinced to do what you do. That's how they got to where they're going. So you see them as a bigger collage as a company versus looking at, you don't see what your ability is. You just see what you're going to contribute, what you do for them. You don't see what you can do for yourself and how much you'll bet. It's the freedom you'll have, the relaxation. I don't have to just deal with you. I don't have to put up with your mess. I don't like scattering and running. But we learn to build together. See, Yehuda and Simeon, that's what they learned how to do. That's how they got their inheritance. Yehuda couldn't do it by himself. So he asked his aunt to go up with him. He said, you help me go up and get my inheritance. He said, now I'll go up with you and help you get yours. Yehuda went up first. But he wasn't stupid. He knew, I need some help. And y'all just don't work that way. I get for him to be like, yeah, I like to do it myself. Show me. And one of them here did it by themselves and done did anything. They ain't done that. It been in their mind. You can't do it by yourself. It ain't set up that way. You need help. Listen, I don't know what these folks think about. How many of y'all ever went to court before? How many of y'all had to deal with a prosecutor or knew a prosecutor? And you know that's the only person handling that case? You know the prosecutor got people system too. The DA is not, that DA can't handle all that. He got other prosecutors under them. They got other people to help put the case together. They might come up and tell you it's them, but you make no mistake. Other people help them do what they do. And you're the only person, you keep running here trying to do stuff by yourself. That's why you keep falling down like London Bridge. Because people I don't want no help. That's why you stay in the position you're in. You're going to realize you need some help. We need each other. That's how we build. The people of Elohim, that's what we learn. We had to learn that first naturally. We got to learn at the people of Elohim, we got to build together. That's how we do it. Well, I don't like to bother nobody. Well, yeah, see how far you go. He said that way. Nobody quietly, secretly going to get away from nothing. It ain't going to work. He said, we're interdependent. Independent is good. Interdependent is when you need other people, you support, you play off, you work off of other people or other functionalities. You got it? And that's why I try to get y'all to learn. That's how we make it. Like they said, closed mouth don't get fed. Ain't that right? You got here, I guarantee you, you put your end in with Mr. Hood, do what you're supposed to do with him first. Him first. Him first. Then put that time in and see what they do. Put that time in and see what they do. I only really tell you that because that's what I do. Him first. Rest of it got to fall. It is. It got to fall. Listen, I'm telling you, it got to work for you. It's got to work. That means stuff don't ham, stuff don't screw you, stuff don't ham. But I guarantee every time he going to make it work. Every time he make it work. I don't miss a beat. I don't miss a beat. When he told you, I remember reading I was young, he said he was young, he once was young and they old. He said, I ain't never seen a Sadiq not beg bread. He said, forsake it, and I ain't never seen it beg no bread. Y'all know how I be calling y'all trying to borrow to get something to eat, don't you? Book talking. Trying to tell you, do what you're supposed to do by him first and see what he'll do. That man he'll put people and give you favor. Favor play a bit, you'll be surprised, man. He'll push, don't put your eyes, I'm tell you where y'all mess up at. Y'all looking at what other folk doing. Don't look at what other people doing. You don't know what they're doing to do that. I tell y'all that all the time. Don't look at them people, you're going to mess up. I know somebody making, yeah, but go look how big that butthole open up. I like what I got and my butthole stay tight. And her joke down come, but as soon as he bump up in the back of him, easy. All that stuff, you already old. No, sir. No, sir. Keep that butthole real tight. Feed it lemons in the morning. Ain't that right? Every morning. Feed your booty a lemon. No, you can't play around out here, man. It's dangerous out here. I'm trying to tell y'all. So I try to talk y'all to help y'all so y'all don't have to make a lot of mistakes that a lot of us made. I made a lot of mistakes on a lot of things. And a lot of things people to feel like you need, you just be surprised. And it's human for you to feel like, man, how am I make it now? What's going to happen now? I got to try to figure this out now. A lot of those things happen because Mr. Hood put us in a situation where he don't want you to get to where you get independent. Because independence will get you away from him. I'm dependent. I'm dependent upon everything. I'm dependent upon. I know I got to pull out if I get up and go. Years ago, I miss and don't pull out. Turn to fall asleep. I'm making my business. I'm making my business. I can't afford to. You know what I'm saying? I know where I'm closer to. I got more time in. That means I'm closer to going out of him. So with that going, I got to make sure I got a curve to make sure I make less mistakes. I got to be more mindful of considering and try to alert other people coming behind me, try to let y'all know you need to be real cautious about what you're doing. I need to be real mindful. We should have built a nation a long time ago, but the people they're giving us, that just haven't been their mindset. They've been trying to build us to be better followers. I mean, okay, let me see. You whoop me with a whip. You take my kids, you rape my mama, you burn my house down, you hang me from a tree, you cut my arms, my leg, and my foot up. You call me nigga, you spit on me. I can't eat out your restaurant, I can't go to your school, your college. And you say, I need to learn how to follow? There's no reason a white person should be living on the planet with the type of record they got. There shouldn't be a white person in America living. There's not a black person on their planet they will let live if he killed, raped, maimed, sold, hung white people. He ain't getting a statue. He ain't gonna get taught in a college. He ain't gonna never be celebrated and acknowledged. Get ready for President Day. Get ready for Columbus. A man was so rotten in Spain, they were going to make him a governor. They wouldn't even give it to him. It's bad when the people sent you out and say, you know what, you disgraced us. They looked at how he was listening. The man was a raper. And they celebrated. They shut banks down for this man. They said the man need to be a nut. You never came here. How we acknowledge somebody from the Spaniards sent you out and we're, what, you probably been Italian? Wow, what do you have to do with America? You never came here. He never came here. White people will celebrate a murderer, a raper, everybody else. Listen, they'll go get that car. Y'all done seen it. Put a Jason mask on the mirror. Let me ask you a question. Who has Jason ever helped? What did Jason do? Kill. Bad people? Anybody. White folk go get a soccer man hanging on that Jason. They celebrate Freddie Cougar. They'll go in there, put it on his shirt. These supposed to be the bad people. Because this is their alter ego. This is their alter ego. Kill anybody. Even if they sleeping. They don't get, I mean, the mind, some of the stuff you think about, the movies they make up, who thinks of this? Right. Who thinks of this thing? This invisible animal from another planet with dread walking around just cutting folks up for no reason because they got a gun. Wait, who thinks of this stuff? And nobody can kill them, they keep coming. Only white people. And you know who, and notice who always get, who always kill them? What's the name of that nigga? The one that always kill them. White people. Danny Glover got one show, that's it. They put him in a nursing home after that. White man just keep coming back. That's the only one can kill him. White kid, white boy with Down syndrome, he got one of them. Well, he was special needs, he wasn't Down syndrome. He was T-Rex or something, what that thing they call it? Who? That's what I said, he was a T-Rex. He was around there from the dinosaur thing, he killed him. Man, they got all kind of stuff. Listen, don't you know white folks or you, anybody kill these things other than you? Niggas run, niggas scared, niggas can't do nothing. It's a white kid gonna be the hero, or other white man, some plain white boy who rebel against the system, but he come up to be the savior of the world. What do y'all think the psyche of this is? Any white guy, whether he breaks against the system or with the system, can protect and save the world. Right. Y'all niggas ain't never in the equation. Y'all niggas get killed right off. They get a movie, they say, listen, we got this movie with this serial killer, we want you to be in it. No, thank you. You ain't gonna be in it long. You gonna be in that movie 5 good whole minutes. You gonna go in that kitchen, bring them white folks some food out there, so I'm gonna shoot straight through your chest. Folks gonna forget about it, like, damn! That's it. That's it. Get our old women, snatch them and take the head off. They just do stuff like, look, no thank you. I'm not interested in this movie. Sometimes money, some stuff, it's a matter of how you look. See, we don't care how stuff looks sometimes. I'm telling y'all something. White people can afford to be comical. They can afford to be gay. They can afford to be poor. They can afford to be ignorant. Nothing hurts them. Okay, Al Bundy. Who looked at Al Bundy as a dumb idiot if you see him on the street? Big, dumb, stupid. How many of y'all saw Al Bundy say, he made all white men look stupid? See what I'm saying? White people can do that because they control the system. When they put you in a comedy, you will be a reflection of every black man. James walk in, wham, slam the door. I got fired from a third job. Working all day, pocket toe down. All day. I made $250. By the time I paid for my uniform, then I had to pay for the cleaning, then I got insurance. I owe them $5. Everybody bust out laughing. That's the life of the black man. See, you can't afford it. You had to come and say, cut. We can't show this. We can't show it. Because the psyche of what they put in your mind. My dad was an angry man. He used to watch that show. Fred Sanford, they never hit now. They get something, they always owe it. He flew out of town, their cousin died. You remember that episode? Yeah. He flew to go there, had left him some money. I remember about $1,500. All they had was just enough for that flight. $1,500, they looking at what he gonna be able to do, what happened? Went to Vegas, hit it, come back. As soon as he got back, everybody around him gotta have a surgery. Gotta do something. He just stuck, then some guy wanna take a picture of it, and they robbed it. He just put a sign up there for the red car saying, we gave. They took everything I got. It's funny, think about it. Here's a black man who came with some money. Everybody he knows, Daniel, took money from him, needed money. All of them were broke. What does this say about him and his friends? They're all broke. They're all broke. Nobody, nowhere, looking for handout. And they took, then somebody black came and robbed them and took the last of it. So now what's the psyche to the white mind when they watch it? Them niggas talking about us. Them niggas take from each other. See, it give white people an opportunity to justify what they do to you. Because while you complain about that one little old police, how much damage y'all niggas do to each other? How many times y'all heard that? More blacks get killed by blacks than by whites. Where they get their numbers from? Wow, that's what I'm saying. See, what they show you, they won't show them. That's why we got to change the dynamics of how things work with our conversation, Getting out young people. I'm working on some stuff, young people. I'm always working. I'm always plotting. I'm working on some stuff. Yahuwah with it, he give me favor. He let me do it. World in it, though. I just want to try to get y'all to see a different light about yourself. I want y'all to learn how to communicate, how to deal with each other. I want y'all to learn how to strategize and work something out together. It's just, besides that playing and talking, say, listen, let's look at what we're trying to do. And no time y'all guys gonna be at that table, you've been graduated. College, you thinking that's gonna be your life opening. She'll tell you about it. Real life hit. Your life, you think you just finna go to college. No, you gonna go to college, have to get a job. You're gonna have a semester, you're gonna probably have to sit out. You're gonna go back later. Your 4-year degree might take you 7. Because you're gonna have to work, you're gonna get billed, and then to get there, you're gonna need a car, that's gonna be a payment. Am I making this stuff up? Look at it, tell them I'm making this stuff up. You thinking, I'm gonna graduate, I'm just gonna go to college, everything gonna be set. No, you don't get to college, you're gonna realize, I got bills, I got stuff I wanna get, you're around other people doing things, you got years before you can really get through what you're trying to do. If you're trying to do something to really make money, you're gonna realize everything, that whole dynamic is a change. You might have to sit out a semester. How many of y'all had to sit out a semester? Why, look at these hands of these people, look at them. Right, hold your hands, let them see it. These people, these folks will tell you, know the hardest thing to do? Go back. It gets hard. They don't realize when people of color do something, it's a lot of things we got to have a conversation about, real conversation. Because y'all think you just finna go to school and you finna sit back in, you finna go to work. To get to school, go back, that's insurance and gas. Then you need clothes, that's money. You know what you gonna need to do? You gotta go to work when you get finished. And you got papers still got to be due. Am I making this stuff up? No. I'm telling you, listen, I don't want to tell y'all no lie. They don't prepare for college like y'all think. Getting you ready to take an SAT, you ain't nowhere where you need to be. That's a test. That don't make you pass no classes. You're not taking no SAT when you go to college. These folks getting you work, and they getting you piles of work. They got to be turned in and done and graded, and you will flunk out, and you don't get nothing back. Drop out absolutely nothing. You still owe that money. But I ain't graduated. You still owe that money. See, that's why I'm trying to prepare y'all. And these are things we have to do. We got to have real conversation. We got to deal with them, have real dialogue, so we can better prepare our people when they walk in. It's not, it's not walking into something stupid or just walking in here. Your whole college can change your whole world. A lot of people commit suicide from college. It's the pressure, trying to keep up. Your friends gone, you got to go back, embarrassed, kill yourself. College is more dangerous than it is helpful. A lot of people crash from college. A lot of people crash. College make a lot of liars. A lot of liars. Woo, them folk can tell some lies. College. That's a lie. They sold you a lie, so now you join it, you got to tell lies too. So now we just got to teach y'all guys how to properly use it. Like some of y'all young people, y'all need to go ahead, y'all need to get y'all a skilled trade. Bump it. Get you a skilled trade. Everybody trying to go send a debt. What you gonna do? Hewlett Packard laying out 10,000, 6,000. They say they look, man. Hey, y'all look at the record number these folks losing, billionaires. Elon Musk done lost $100 billion. He was the richest man in the world. Had 164 billion. Man, these folks, listen. Warren Buffett, he getting rid of. They got a car they were building in China. He just sold his stock. He out of it. He said I lost too much money. Bill Gates, 50 billion. These guys not losing 100 million. These guys losing 50 billion. Jeff Bezos, 50 billion. These folks, man, they walking. These folks walking. They look at, man, 50 billion. These folks, this ain't no, I don't care who you are, that hurts. And these people gonna hurt us. That's why you gotta set yourself up so these people can't hurt you. You gotta learn what to buy, when to buy, how to move, navigate. You gotta set yourself up. It's a storm coming. Everybody should have been preparing themselves. That's just being honest. You got to prepare yourself. It's a storm out here. Listen, the climate always been like this. There's never been another time in that. Oh, we had years what? You can't stay here. You can't stay here. You got to drop it. That's how rich people get their money. They crash it. When they crash, get what everybody else do. They run. Other people don't buy, they run. Rich people crash it because they're going to buy it. Because they're the only one going to get it back up. They ain't lose 50 billion, 100 billion because they ain't going to get it back. You just need everybody to run, get out of it. Then you're going to come back, you're going to buy it, you're going to come back, and when they come back up. Listen, it's always like this. There's nothing new. There's never been the comment never been like this. It don't do that. It does this. Okay? So what people do, When they hear and they say, what did it run? Get out, quick as you can, quick as you can. Boom, it bottom out. And that's when they buy. They buy when it's bad because it's going to be good. It's got to work. That's what they're looking at now. They got to talk all the meeting they having. They're looking at it. They got to get it back. You know, crashing, you got the money out these people's hand. They gave out too much money for COVID. They got to get them a lot of money out these people's hand, crash them, force them back to work, get them back out of there. Then you know what? Then you come back and fix it. You got to get people back working. They ain't got enough people working. Right. Everybody late. And nigga ain't got nothing. I can't get why they ain't working. They ain't got nothing. True. I don't know why a person doing one thing. I don't do one thing. I don't know how they do it. I don't know. If I could just do one thing, if I could just do one thing, I wouldn't know how to act. One thing? Oh my goodness. One thing. If I just do one thing, boy, I wouldn't know what to do the rest of my life. Because what if I do one thing? It ain't going to take me no more about 45 minutes. I can make a baby in 2. That's with a commercial break. So if I only had one thing I had to do in my life, that's 1 hour. I got 23 hours for the rest of my life. Every day to play with. Hello? See, we got to start building our men like that, where they can get. We got to start trying to teach y'all how to be kind of like ambidextrous. You got to be able to play this thing at more than one hand, because otherwise you're going to be in trouble. These people, they learn how to shut you down from one end. See, that's what they count us to be one-trick ponies and just be satisfied with one thing working. You can't trust them. You always got to have something else moving. Some got to be moving, some ain't moving. Some got to be moving. I'm trying to tell y'all, you can't trust these people. Too much going down. You think Warren Buffett just got Berkshire Hathaway? He got his money in too many places. He losing money, but he making money. That's why he's still out there. Same thing with Bill Gates. He think, what, you going to just count on Microsoft? No, you start there and you move. Like Coca-Cola. Don't buy no drink. You'll shut them down. Man, they on movie theater. They must start their own food restaurant. How much stuff? Why you think they just didn't count? Because it could be a big thing with drink. Right now, we in wintertime. How many people buying drink that except for Thanksgiving, holiday stuff? Like after that, then when? It's too cold. You don't want them drink cold when it's when? Hot. So what they going to do for the winter month? Oh, coffee. So guess what? I need to move in that industry. Then get what they found out. People get more health conscious. They don't want to do the coffee or the drink. Get what they trying to drink? Water. Get what? I own that too. Got a lot of Oriental people moving here and people from Europe. They big on hot drink, tea. Own that too. You learn how to diversify. That's what we got to teach you how to diversify. That's what Yahuwah did. How else you can kill, wound, make alive, and heal? How are you going to do it unless you diversify? You're a one-trick pony. Boom, battery dead. Get her back up. Damn, I didn't even think about that. Well, let me just keep killing. See, he had to diversify. Why you think you heal? He can do all things. The person that make you sick can heal you. The person that kill you can get you up. That's the only reason I'm following. He said, I do all things. Why was you following? Because he didn't do but one thing? Hello? So let me get this straight. If he made you his image, his license, his lightning, and he don't do but what that one thing you do? Hello? It's tight. Maybe y'all were made from somewhere else. Maybe y'all were cut from a different cloth. And I told Hale one time he was cut from burlap. Man, Hale, you know anybody that cut from burlap? He said, look right, that's some more burlap. I know that right. But I'm just telling y'all, with this system that we're under, with this oppression that we suffer in what they call America, you can't afford to be stupid. Y'all need to learn how to communicate. Y'all need to learn how to say, let's put something together, let's do something and be proactive about it. I know they're looking at, well, what do we lose? What you doing now? Losing. No, they're not. They're winning. They're winning because they buy themselves and they think they're smart. They talk to themselves and answer themselves. That's how they know they're intelligent. Because they say what to tell them the truth that they're really stupid, it'll kill them. They say, I know you're stupid. I want to tell you you're stupid, but it'll kill you. We're just going to go ahead and make it, you right. Don't pay them no attention. Because it hurt them. They realize you can't do that by yourself. You need to strategize. This not one man can't do this. It take all of coming together and stop letting people make, look, let me just tell you how stuff work. NATO had just moved to name Russia as a terrorist state. Y'all know what that means, how they going to look around the world that they're a terrorist state? That's the name they put on Iran. Those are the names they put on Syria. When they name you a terrorist state, you know how many people in banks don't do business with you? That's how they, listen, you know where that name comes from? It comes from people who don't like them, who don't agree with them because they don't support their government or their system. This is how white people beat you all your life. They call you by one of them filthy names. They call you and they tag you by something to make other people get out from around you and not do big. It ain't working though. Everything they putting on people, people coming back, other countries will come back and point a finger at them saying, you're a terrorist state. Everybody comes, yeah, guess what? Everybody is breaking away from America. Listen, Miss Raheem, they've been on the news, listen, they said they boom. You know, they just got rid of dollar. They booming. Listen, they done start their own nuclear plant. They got the big, oh yeah, they got the biggest nuclear plant over in Africa. Listen, they said a residual. Oh my goodness. They said they booming. America don't like it because everybody think if you break away, what they gonna do? People don't start getting afraid of them. You need to stop being afraid of them. You ain't doing nothing wrong. How you gotta keep biting your tongue because you saying I'm a man? Why you gotta bite your tongue? You are a man. You are a woman. Why would you have to bite your tongue? You can't say it. Now, Conway 20 and this other boy, the basketball boy, now, same, yeah, him too. Kyrie, all these folk him. These folk him have let these folk emasculate them. Okay, you're a man. You got a mouth. Okay. Now, if that boy meant he was gonna blow them people up and kill them, now he got some problem. He need to get some adjustment. But it won't worth taking a man's whole life. Let the consumer make their own choices. Right. Don't you go make them. Let the consumer make their choice. I wasn't buying it anyway, so I don't care if he was selling for 2 cents. But I just don't want these nigga face on my shoes. All right, this hurt some of y'all feeling. I know it hurt y'all feeling. I'm a grown man. I already got to deal with that now. I don't want no nigga name on my shoes, okay? I just don't have time to play all these games. I'm a grown man. I don't have time to play. That stuff for kids. I know everybody be in prayer with joy and these. Y'all love it. And y'all old enough. I be telling y'all too old. Y'all too old. Get this stuff to little kids. Let little kids do that stuff. Them little baby bomb shoes. We grown men. We got to keep moving. We can't get it. Let me tell you something. Jordan is not funding us. Nope. That's right. Nor is Jordan respecting us. Nope. Jordan is not an advocate for our cause. Nope. Let Jordan keep his shoes. Yep. Then I ask you this. Pull up a picture with Jordan with his shoes on. They showed a picture of him sitting at a basketball game. He had on some Mary J. Blige boots. That man I ain't even lying. The man got the hottest shoe out of him. Tennis shoe. Hottest shoe, Joy. Come on. The man got on Mary J. Blige boots. What did they tell you? On wham. I sell them to ignorant niggas. I've been telling, but y'all feeling me on y'all sleep. Y'all love this stuff. I've been telling y'all too old to be walking around with this man on y'all shoe. Once y'all let him put a hand on your boot, let him write your name on your booty, man. I'm grown. That stuff. It's like that stuff kiddie to do. I don't have time to play with that stuff. Let them folks have that stuff. Listen, man, you don't respect me. I ain't trying to listen, and I ain't even trying to knock Jordan Hustle. I'm just talking for people with intelligence. What is Jordan giving back to you? We want to go to the Nike Foundation. Oh, go there. These niggas got their name and shoot. What these niggas doing for you? Yeah. They don't want to talk about it. They want to go fight Nike all the time. Your own people help support you. Kyrie, all that junk talking to, who is you with? And he don't know Nike ripping you off? But he pro-black though. Until them niggas get paid. That stuff don't impress. Again, that's their hustle. Please don't think. Tony Smith is not jealous of these guys. I don't even know what a Kyrie Irving shoe look like. So I will be telling you a lie if they showed it to me, I still want to, and wrote his name on. Then I look at it, and his picture, and it'll talk to me. He said, hey, well, this me Kyrie. I said, okay, what's going on? Yeah, man, that man, okay, what's up? Get back. I still don't know who it is. I don't know these people. These people don't care nothing about us. Start caring about yourself. You walk around here being branded by everybody. These people don't care nothing about you. Well, that's all. That's all I'm saying. I just want to say our people more intelligent. I just don't respect it like that. I just don't respect it. I wouldn't give a dime for a shoe. Not a dime for him. John told me gallon for a dime. I'm not interested. I'm just not your butt. Because I know pretty much from watching little things about him. Them say little things. Don't know him personally on that. But you see people, and that's his thing though. John ain't a give back for it, people. And maybe he's doing something I don't know about. You know what I'm saying? He has a big enough voice where he could have made a bigger impact than what he's done. But that's Jordan thing, though. That's his thing. That's why. That's all. At the same time, when I'm talking, I want to respect. That's where he at, because it don't affect him. Jordan has made his play. Jordan has made his money. Jordan is set, and I know that because they still push his shoe. Patrick, you know where his shoe at? Because Jordan is still selling out, and he making sure that he's branding everybody come back, and Nike still making money, and Fanfare still come back hoping for another Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan had made his money, selling himself and his brand off, and still got nigga buying these shoes. The man ain't played basketball no win. Go in there and dunk. Tell him to go dunk. Tell him to do some of them shots he did. He did that time. Y'all forgot the lie he told a few years ago, that if Charlotte didn't win one, who remember what he said he gonna do? He gonna dress out. And do what? Play. And do it himself. And when have you seen this? Now he be a motherfucker liar. I said fuck. Motherfucker liar. But get what it did? It made people stay with Charlotte thinking Jordan gonna come back. Fanfare. That's how they drew fanfare. Now I'm waiting to come. Jordan probably come out. Jordan ain't come out there. He can't get them knees to do what you do. He can't do that. His day was over with. When he turned into a wizard, he was done. You know how old a wizard is? He went to the right place. You know, when you seen a teenage wizard? Wizards old. They finna die. And he knew when he went there. That's what he said, I'm finna die. I couldn't even watch him play no when he went there. It just didn't sit my eye. I couldn't watch him. I couldn't watch the humiliation. I wouldn't expect him to do that. It was just terrible. I was not going to watch that murder slaughter. I'm not interested. So, I came there, that's why. You stayed with your team. Magic and Bird stayed with their team. That's right. Zeke, Isaiah, stayed with their team. That's who you come with, that's who you die with. Now the folk force you out to trade you, otherwise you stay with your team. Now, error of the week. I don't play with Justin. Come on, play with you a hard. Dang, let's go. You're like, hold on, nigga. What is you doing? You hoe-hopping. Kevin Durant messed that name up like that. Move around too much. That's why everything tan up on their body. It's terrible. It's despicable. You can't keep moving like that. You got to stop it. This ain't chess. Sit down. These guys they just kill the aura of the game. You move too much. Every time flip team, you want another team. I'm confused. I'm confused. These people don't have no solidarity. These people, cause everybody like little boy in their mind. They don't know what they want to do. That's why I say you get a man, you're supposed to know what you want to do, you're supposed to be more settled. Now, when you're a child, it's different. You're real uncertain about stuff. But when you become a man, you got to start looking at the decisions you make. You got to start considering consequences of things you do because it's imperative. You're trying to set a standard. You always remember somebody's falling behind us. Y'all got me? I told him I was a little boy, my daddy being there shaving, I go right beside him. He blow him. He said, I'd be right there about it. I'd be just looking up at him, look down, he's like, He just keeps shaving. I'd be like, I remember what I see him do. These kids watching us. They see you don't have no drive, you don't have no willpower, you ain't got no will to stand against these people. You don't have, you just one trick pony. All you gonna do is complain about these people. You ain't gonna do nothing different. Then we're not helping them. All we done been another collage of so-called quote unquote black. They're gonna sit around. All you gonna do is water cooler talk. Water cooler ain't no good for us. We gotta be proactive about our situation. We gotta be proactive. Stop thinking white people control your destiny. The only way they control it, you gotta give it to them. I ain't never gave nobody white to control mine. So I take it back. Let's say, take it back. Hello? Yes. Take it back. What y'all afraid of? What they gonna do? They gonna kill you? What they doing to you now? That's what I'm saying. At least put a fight up. Or resistance saying, let me at least establish something. Let me get with enough of us to say, let us establish something for ourselves. Y'all don't know how beautiful it is. You get all these men together and sit down, and we come in with a consensus on what we're going to do as men. How we're going to respect one another, what we're looking to do in our homes, as far as building our home, answering questions that other young men might have about life in general that they might be clueless about, and then be able to get those answers so you go out and become more productive. Same thing with our women. We need to be able to have those kind of conversation. That if there are questions, y'all know how many times, I can tell from my dad, he did a lot of stuff, he just figured out on his own, which is terrible. Which is terrible. That means you just bumped your head too many times, and it made you too angry. Versus had you gotten with somebody that could have just talked you through some things, explained some things you didn't know, give me that information. A lot of hurdles when we had to jump. See, we done jumped through so many hurdles and hurt ourselves. I had to learn the hard way. That's not good. That's really not good. The hard way not good all the time. See, I had to come up the hard way. You know, although you did it, if that's something we would like, for me, I'm a proponent for when I talk to y'all young people, I tell you about stuff. Okay, this, look at that, consider it. Because a lot of these people here, they want you to fall like they did. They want you to go through it quick and then come back here when you done lost all your legs and your eyes and your common sense. Y'all know what? Y'all still want to, you'll see. Why they think that's the best lesson is that you go out here and fall like them versus, how about if you guys learn from my mistakes? Now you got to become proactive to start thinking about it and considering saying, let me think this through. Before I go sign the documents and contract with these people, because I'm trying to get going. I want to get out of the house so I can say, oh, I'm out here. And you can sign a contract that can end your life. Those students along that, they was arresting people one time for them. So I want to save y'all a lot of headache. Get y'all some time, sit down and look and see. Some of these kids, talk with them, be able to tell some of these kids, look, you'll actually do better getting a skilled trade. It's good money out here in the skilled trade. I don't know why people think it's not. See, all these folks are cycling out of stuff that they gonna need. You can't get nobody to do nothing now. Shoot, man, I get y'all gotta do HP tuning, but you'll get some money. Simple. Jonathan tell him, can't find nobody. I had to get my truck turned. I had to send my truck all the way to North Cross, let them do it. These guys know how to do it. They can't do it. I had to send my truck to it all the way out there to them. Talk to them white folks, tell them what I want them to do to get it done. Nobody do it. These guys don't know how to do it. They're too busy going. And people need to get it done because people doing too many performance calls. Stuff you, guess what, how much can't work? Hook up a computer, you sit here and you tune this car. You ain't on your back on the ground doing that. You hook into the car and tuning it. That's it, computer tuning, that's it. Walk out with clear, clean money and done. They'll come back and see you again when they want to turn it up. That's another fee. I want to add something else to it, I got to tune again. I got your file, there's going to be another fee. It's happening. People paying money. These people racing. Y'all, these folks in Atlanta, folks racing these cars. And guess what? They tuning them. You ain't going to jail. You just tune the car. You ain't got to raid. You ain't got to do nothing illegal. You ain't got to steal nothing. You ain't got to sling no dope, and you ain't got to be gay. Sit down, clear money. There's stuff out here you can do and make clear money. You can go to court. These folks go to court. They're not going to make what you're going to make. Because once people know you do it and you good at what you're doing, they coming to you. I'm telling you that for a minute. Listen, you go online looking, you can't hardly find them. Once a guy get you something, you get Instagram, you get something, they know you're on the HP tune. You get paid. I got it. Now go figure. You go spend 4 years. By the time they get through in 4 years, go look at how much money you've ever made. While they part-time working 4 years in school to get a degree to go somewhere to slave bed somebody who's going to lay them off in 2 years. Just go figure. There's money out here. Y'all listen, I need people to know how to do tile. They will tell you, I brought a tile guy, got one now. Other will tell them, they hide in gorilla lips. Giraffe lip. You get up that butt, listen, you got to get on 4 ladder to kiss a gorilla, to kiss a giraffe in the mouth. You don't want to try it. Listen, these guys don't know how to do that. Everybody knows, they sorry. Nobody want to do that. Let me have to get there, do that. I said, what? Yeah, let me go outside, do man. I guess I do that myself. Sorry, you got my hand tied. They got it. Listen, these guys, everybody phasing out of this stuff. Nobody want to do nothing. I'm telling you, everybody want to be a boss. They don't realize it ain't what they're thinking. You got to have money to do what they do. Do what I do. You can't be broke. I don't do what preachers do. Where your account at? You got to be able to pay and sustain and stay him. These guys, listen, these guys high. They get through, they getting paid. These men getting paid. They ain't getting paid next week. They ain't getting paid half up front. Soon as I say, bam, I didn't want their money. As soon as I do that, they don't be, call me in about next week. No. By that time, boy, you had on Serrano sitting in your front, 18th Street being your front yard. Now you know you're in trouble. M at 13. Done cut you up like Nicole Simpson. Trying to tell y'all, it's some stuff y'all can't learn how to do. Y'all got to learn how to do it. You can make you some good money. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Just know how to put down some tile. He don't know. Listen, they don't be want to do it. They don't want. I'm telling you, nobody want to do it. I got Mexican. Listen, I got Mexican. They quit. They won't touch it. I'm like, no, I don't want to see no tile. Don't want to touch it. It's I get somebody that only want to touch it. They don't even want to look at it. They know how to do it. They don't even tell you how to do it. They don't want to talk about it. They don't set the price so high. They done got out of it. Just let a few of them do it. They just want to do easy stuff now. See, you can come back and we can take back these jobs we had. Come right back here and start making money. These white folks pay good money. I had a buddy, he did a bathroom. I told Dave he got a bathroom done. He paid about $8,000. That ain't no material. That's labor. One bag, 8,000. How long did it take y'all to make $8,000? Now, how long it took that man to do that bathroom? About a week and a half. That's no material. That's all labor. How many of y'all can make $8,000 in a week and a half? That's what I thought. I'm trying to tell you, when you can't get nobody to do it, what you gonna do? And you want it done, what you gonna do? Hey, crazy I want. He looked at, I want my bathroom done. I'm gonna pay what I gotta pay to get it done. I'm trying to tell y'all, a lot of stuff y'all trying to do. Get some of them set up in here, teach you how to do some skilled trade stuff in here. It's money make out here. It's money, man. I'm trying to tell you, I can help you now. I got an eye. I'm skilled at what I do. I'm telling you, I can look at something, I can tell you, that'll work. I got an eye. I can help you out now. They ain't got to believe me. Me and Talbot, she almost fell out with me. I had to pray mighty on her. We back together, ain't we? Talbot want that green dough, didn't it? I put it on Dave. We worked it out. We came together. You like it, huh? See that? That's what we do. I got a little eye on me, you think? I got a little eye. See that? I can help y'all out now. I can help y'all out. I got a friend that told me, I'm a pair interior decorator. I said, I can't use them. I said, I got an eye. It don't take long. I know what I want to see. And that, just make it clean and make it right. Ain't that right? Make it appealing to the eye, make it right. It don't take long. Just got to know how to walk through and know what you're doing, get it done. I can help y'all out. I'm telling y'all, you can make money. It's skill out here. It's stuff y'all learn how to do, y'all young people while you're young. You're making some good money out here now. These folks make some good money. They ain't killing themselves. On the weekend, they partying. My Mexican can't work on Saturday. They DJing Friday night. They laughing. Why they laughing on? Listen, listen, tuxedo, tie, listen, wide open DJ. He said, Tony, man, I'm telling you, he said, man, weekend. He said, I'm doing Sweet 16 party. He said, oh, I made so much money. He said, oh, I'm about to be through with this. I said, on the weekend? He said, man, I make more money. He said, I'm about to be done with this. I don't even want to do this no more. Now, all them Mexicans here, all of them turning 16. Because they got a lot about their age. So they have a Sweet 16 party every weekend. I know it's funny. Listen, he killing them. He telling them, I'm about to be done. I'm doing Sweet 16 party. Mexican, they can't have made all the money from us. Now they can party. We the only people can't afford to party. He ain't doing white folk parties, black folk parties. This just all Mexicans. All but listen, he said he making that. You see it work. He said, Tom, I'm about to be done with this. I said, he said, yeah. He said, I do more money. He said, I make more money doing that. I'm trying to figure out what a bunch of illegal paying for a 16-year-old party. I'm about to start DJing. I'm gonna go get me a couple of turntables. They don't know about them Technique 1200. That's what you got to spend on. They don't know nothing about that. That's for y'all time. How many of y'all know about them Technique, the 1200? You know about that, ain't it? You got it. If you gonna scratch, it got to be one of them Technique 1200. That's the only thing that you scratch. What you think about that, Rudy? Aaron know about that? What you had? What's the best one to turn? You're gonna do some scratching. Y'all heard what he said. That's what I'm talking about. So you know I know then. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You gotta have them Technique 1200. So y'all see me out there on the internet with a tuxedo on, bunch of Mexican dancing. That ain't me. That ain't me. Don't ask no more questions. I don't tell you no lie. That ain't me. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Shalom. That's it. That's not me though. Just gotta get that paper. I tell you, I'll scratch now. They pay enough money. Just put let the thing play. Got them. Oh yeah, I spend 3 of them for them. I'm trying to tell y'all, but listen, y'all better learn how to get here and do something. Yes, man, these folk making money. See, these folk don't learn how to come on here. They realize. Let me tell you what hurt up. Foreigners come on here. They coming from countries where the money ain't as great as it is here. The money look bad to us because we've been here so long, and it's because it's what you're doing to make your money while your money look bad. Money the same. It's all about learning to position yourself to make the better money. Okay? Some people make themselves position themselves where they don't make the better money. And position yourself where you get to connect so you can keep stuff flowing. You need people that got favor with them so when something ain't clicking, somebody come and tell you, do what you need to do right here. You need to be able to know people like that, and people need to know you and need to know that. I'm telling you how they make it out here. None of these people out here just make it. They know people. Okay. You go to a job, you just keep trusting that job. They know people. The old people over there, they know people. That's how they're making their money. They know people that position and let them know, do what you need to do. I'm telling you something. It's a collage of people out here that know what they're doing, and they're making money all the way around. We the only people don't know about it. The only thing we've been doing is struggling for our money all our life. And guess what? They count on it. It make it look beautiful. You sitting there looking at them, you had no idea. I'm struggling too. Somebody came and got my hand and showed me how to do this. And now I'm just making clear money. I'm telling you, they learn how to make money off of debt. You're the only person that learned how to do it. You're the only person that learned how to do it. See, everything these people come with, it's time for you to learn how to make money. You just haven't been told. So we go out, what I do, I tell y'all a couple of things you could do, but it's all about where you at. It's all about where you at now. There's some stuff you can do. These people out here making money hand over fist. You just don't know about it. Listen, they make money in a good economy. They make money in a bad economy. When they're bad, you know what you're praying on? What you praying for when they're bad? What you praying for when it's bad? Good times to come in. You know what they're saying? No good time. Right now, I'm killing them. So, and when they do get good, I'm even better. Get what? See, for us, that's how they make us frantic and make you run to the pole. Right now, it's bad for you. So what you looking for? A politician that can pull you out. And that's going to pretty much send you who? Looking for a Republican? Who you going to be looking for? Democrat. Poor niggas don't look for Republican. Poor niggas look for Democrat. That's why you keep it poor like they're doing during election time. You got another 2 more years coming up, which means where they're going to leave the economy at. So now we got to try to flip it. Now he got to come back. He can't fix this too quick because nigga got short-term memory. You'll forget where you came from. So he got to wait and fix it by the time he get ready to come up to make it poll numbers look better. And look like, you know what? I'm going to stay with the Democrat. He fixed it. And you'll forget all about their bad time. You'll forget about how you struggle. You'll forget about it. He'll come in, he'll introduce some rates finna drop from 8.5 to 7. And you dumb nigga, we came from 2.85. And you loving it. It finna hit sick. Man, this thing great. I'm finna go by. Then his partner make them. All you do, see like you do, you raise gas real high, let it hit 459, 469. Nigga running around, get what they saying. They run up 289. Man, I'm finna fill up. See, if I would have took it at 4 something, Daniel, 289 wouldn't look good to you. And you'll thank me, because I got gas prices down. Because you're a nigga. That's how they hustle you every time. Take the price up, then drop it, and you say, man, look at that. They don't even know why it dropping. First of all, it don't make sense that gas is dropping right now, okay? Simply because the Saudis have cut 1 million barrels a day start November. You finna walk out of November. It made no sense you getting gas at 280 something. But I need you to travel because Thanksgiving is one of the biggest travel times. I'm finna let all these niggas and white folk get out here. When they get ready to come back, watch the gas pump ease up. I'll make my money back up because guess what? You got to come home, nigga. Then I hit them again for Christmas. They ain't stupid. They losing. How many, y'all be honest, do y'all really see people at Thanksgiving stuff like you heard? Man, I rolled up 20. I could have closed my eyes. Stevie Wonder, I started to pull over to tell Stevie Wonder, drive me to the synagogue. He like, you know I read. I said, no, ain't nobody out here. We saved. You can go sideways, Stevie. Folks ain't moving like they think. People are hurting. They're hurting. They crippled the American people. They're crippling all these people here. They need slaves. All these countries need slaves. They don't need rich people. You don't need well-to-do people. You don't need a wealthy people want to be here. It's too many niggas riding in BMW Mercedes. When I was coming along in the 80s, when a nigga drove a BMW Mercedes, you was a doctor. You was a lawyer. There wasn't no working nigga cars. That's it. I mean, Mercedes, I'm talking about now, originally we seen them. Dope didn't have, they were doctor, lawyer, and you ain't see them all on the street. You'll see one here, maybe some other time. Now, everybody got a BMW Mercedes. Everybody, Rolls Royce, you see them by once every 5-6 years. A limousine, all of them, don't want right now. You don't even see that everybody got a Rolls Royce. Everybody got Maseratis everywhere. There was stuff you see, you be like, what kind of car? Everybody got them. Jaguar. You a doctor, you had a Jaguar. Nobody, you want to ride no Jaguar, you seen a Jaguar, you like, that Jag? Everybody got, man, them throwaway cars. You get them things so cheap, them things ridiculous, they pennies on a dollar. I'm talking about, they are cheap now. We were coming on, you about them cars were expensive, you didn't buy those cars. You had to have money. Cause see what, and you know what they looking at? You were looking at white people. White people looking at, You looking at me, nigga? You see what I'm driving, nigga? None of you and your nigga friends got one either, do you? Now look at them. Niggas got them everywhere. Niggas in the dealership getting them. Nigga putting 10 grand down, cash, 15, 20 grand. That white folks stuff. White folks, I ain't got no 15, 20 to put down. I'm finna stretch this thing out 10, 12 years. Nigga like, no, I'm putting down 20, 15. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pay this mother off. They getting rims on them right there. They ain't leaving. Ain't no going to, I want to put on right here. Listen, I seen it. Listen, you got to be, listen, that stuff ain't nothing. Listen, nigga come there and put that money, listen, man, put down 18. I want to rent, listen, I want them done right here. They get everything done. I want it done right here. I want everybody to see them doing right here at this shop. You saying, boy, there's a bunch of niggas in here doing it now. Port dealership, niggas in there. Nigga done fell out here. You know what they looking at? Them white folk cars. When I was growing up, when I was a teenager, look, I never seen no nigga no Porsche. 911? Nigga, please. On the 911, I seen with a police behind a nigga, he was on the run. That's the only 911 you seen that right. Nigga wanted no 911 in there right. 911 behind that nigga. Other than that, no, nigga, listen, it's nothing for a nigga. Listen, them panoramas, the trucks, everything. Nigga. Nigga done took everything. But see, we just got to start learning how to use our head and start now. We done matriculated to these levels of what we want. Years ago, we wanted no $300,000 houses. Now you can't buy a house practically under $300,000. But years ago, we couldn't, back then, you didn't have them cars. In the 80s, a nigga in a $300,000 house. In the 70s, Uncle Dad. Then that was a castle. No, they had that car. You was a ball player. Man, a $300,000 house ain't nothing. A $300,000 house now is 2 bed or 3 bedrooms. Those days over with. And white folks looking at these niggas that got up to this level now. They looking at you. Look at where you came from. Listen, you done leaps and bounds on everybody else. You really have. You look at where you come from. Still don't be satisfied where you at. You need to keep going because he keep moving the ball. Every time you win it, listen, you walk in the car to do what you want. You had 1,100 on the SAT. 7-something to get you in. Them days over with. Too many niggas doing it. Too many hitting numbers. You need an 18, 19, 2,200 now. You back. You ain't had to do all that. You had a high 8-something, man. These cars should be looking at you. Them days over with now. You got to hit a 19. You got to hit a 22 now. These niggas pushing it now. Every time they do it, they change the bar. Every time too many of y'all start going to college. Too many of y'all getting it. Too many they start looking at niggas. I had my cousin, he had a friend was born and a girl. They twins. They took the SAT back. That was 83. They missed one question. They had them in the newspaper. They were twins. Both of them. They missed one question on the SAT, whole test. They missed but one question. Walk through it. That stuff be impressive. It's so many that can do in there now, ridiculous. They change the bar every time we coming through. It's too many of us. They say too many of y'all doing something, they change. That's why you got to start setting your own standard. We need real university by us and for us. That's why I said we're not our own nation. We need to set our own protocol. That stuff you do in America, let me tell you what you don't see these white folk do. You don't see them go to China and go in there and get in no business. They're not smart enough. They're not going to India and try to run no technology company. They're too dumb. All the stuff they got is just smart enough for right here for them. They can't take that stuff on. Anytime you see them in China, anytime you see them in India, anytime you see them, they ripping people off. They ripping them out. Anytime they go somewhere, they beating them. They walk in with the suit, cut their hair, look good, they scam the whole country. That's how they get them. Anytime in another country, they scam them. I'm trying to teach y'all how to learn how to move here, and you ain't got to scam people to make your money. I have to have these talks with y'all because you guys don't see yourself. And I know you don't because I watch what y'all doing. It's nothing. It's too minimal. You got to get more of a push if you're going to make it out here. You can't let these people keep setting no goals and no standard for you. They don't get you. This is where you need to be. Shut your mouth. You don't know where I need to be. You set your own goal. Don't let these white folks set no goal for you. You need to set your own goal. You got to have expectation for yourself. Don't let them make them. They tell you, I got an expectation. Say it's too low. You can lie to them, right? It's too low. I see you making $100 million, so I've been past that. Just don't ever let them know it. Do like Chris said his grandmama told him, white people. He said, white people out there running. I said, Grandma, look at them. They ain't even cold. She said, baby, they cold. They just trying to scare you. That's funny. Chris said white people do this. Said grown said white folks cold. They just trying to scare you. That's why they're without a coat on. They gonna come, oh, we polar bears. You don't believe that. But see, a lot of stuff is to put the fear inside of you. It worked from the white sheets and the man. It did. It worked. The boogeyman. Everything they got, it did it. It put it in fear. Book, or giving you a book, this thick. Nigga scared to death. Get a nigga a laptop, say, this yours. You go, oh, what am I gonna do with this right here? Ain't no legs on it. That's on the top, you know it had legs on it. Don't worry about it. Tabletop, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's way over your head. Just think about it a few years from now to come back. But I'm trying to restore something back to a people that's been stripped of everything. Do you guys realize that? Yes. All right, I ain't gonna be able to help out. Don't worry about it. That's where you're at. Don't worry about it. Stay where you're at. But I'm telling you, I'm really not your enemy. I'm your friend. Hello? Sir. They don't believe that. Don't worry about it. I don't feel like fighting. I know they don't believe it. They'll steal from me. They'll rip me out. They won't take nothing from white folk, though. Oh, they'll steal from, they'll lie. They'll steal everything I got. White man come along, they find the stuff of mine, take it over there. Hey, Mr. White Man, I found this over at Tony Smith, give me it back to you. White man tell that Tony Smith, yeah, but it just look better on you. I need to help preserve the white race. I see it in your eyes. I want you to start caring about yourself. I don't want y'all to get up every day, do like that, everyone. Don't hurt yourself. Give yourself just a nice one. Give yourself Say, I love myself. That's it. That's it. You gotta love yourself. Everybody need to do that. Gotta encourage. It's unfortunate we've never had enough people to do that. How many of y'all were hugged every day and were told you were loved every day? Hold on, Chris. Here you go. Here you go. Chris, you from Alabama. The slave master don't count. I'm talking about somebody else of your same race. I know you're gonna tell you, man, you picking cotton and doing what you done. I'm sure he love you, especially y'all picking the rest of them niggas. How you were being told every day you were loved? Almost. Them days missed what hurt then. How about the rest of y'all? Nobody hug doesn't do anything. That was a mercy hug. Not them. We're not talking about no prostitute now. That paid. We're talking about unpaid solicited. Everybody been in their business. I mean, you pay your money, you pay for what you want to hear. I'm not paying no prostitute to hug me. Somebody love me. No, I'm not doing that. I'm talking about how many of y'all were hugged for free and were told, you know what I'm saying, for free every day and told, I love you. Not every single day, but very frequent. Very frequent. Who else? Hold on, Ruth, hold on. Chris. Come on, Rashida. Ruth, you had your hand up, Ruth. Was it after drowning or before drowning? I know you drowned one time. Yeah, not every day. I'm saying this before you were drowned. I know you drowned one time. Before you drowned, you told you that, or after you drowned? Yeah, I'm saying that. Think about it and get back with me. Because that play a different. Yeah, 3. When you drown, but you're back. And that can play. You ain't seen nothing. You unconscious. What we going to call that, y'all? If water over your head, you unconscious. What we going to call that? That's what they still call it. Dead. Yeah. But we're glad you're back, though. That's why I said make a difference. Did they love you before the drown or after? Because sometimes folks will tell you that if the police get involved. And that is because a lot of questions going to be asked. Your kid drowned. You need to, what was your relationship? I love you so much. I don't want to go to jail. But everybody different. But how many of y'all need to get checked? The rest of y'all go seek some help then. The rest of us who know what was wrong, we can hold out, let them go, because they don't know what's wrong with them. But no, I want y'all to do that. Can we do that every day? Hug yourself, tell yourself, we know it's a hard, we know. I want you to feel good about you. I feel good about me. I'm serious. You want to feel good. I used to lie to myself. You know what I'm saying? I let things make me feel good about me. I want to feel good about me because I know which direction I'm going. I know what I'm doing, and I know what I got myself set for. Y'all got it? And I feel like I position myself very well when it comes down to where I need to be with Yahuwah. I want you to do that. I want you to encourage yourself. This ain't going to cost you nothing. You ain't got to pay nobody nothing. I know y'all feel better if y'all pay people. Stop paying people. Just pay attention. Y'all got it? I thought about seeing a psychiatrist, see if I can help them out. I thought I was saying, no. They have nobody that can get in here. It ain't gonna do no good. They don't want to get in here. When they get in here, they gonna quit their job and tear that degree up. Cause they gonna realize you wasted a lot of time. People just need to just know how to love yourself. What is life? Life is not gonna be fair in every aspect, but it's life. Get it in your mind. Quit thinking, today I'm gonna get up and nothing's gonna happen negative. Okay, go back to sleep, retard, okay? You can't say that. You just started. You don't know what a day gonna bring, but you learn how to position yourself to go through the day. Whatever happens, I'll deal with it in its time. Y'all got it? Everything, just deal with it in its time. Just don't have your expectations set that nothing's going to happen. Have your expectations set on your drive to do what you're going to do is still going to be there regardless. Something might hinder you for the day, or it might even be tomorrow, but eventually I will get back on the path of my drive to accomplish what I'm trying to get. Get that in your mind. Don't go around there. I don't believe in that. I don't tell you no lie. Oh, tell yourself. No. I want you to tell yourself what's practical. How many of y'all love yourself? How many of y'all don't love yourself? You don't feel quite as good about yourself. Okay, a lot of liars. Nobody's saying, okay, one person. Then what you're going to do, you're going to start feeling good about yourself. By going through and looking at what y'all doing. Sometimes we'll set up accolades too high for ourselves, goals too high for ourselves sometimes. And sometimes you set goals too high, you're doomed to fail. First learn what you can do, then you know what you want to set yourself to do. That is, you can set it too high. Like I remember Boss used to have Austin and Bryson, they're going every day around the board. Today I want $1 million, and right on that board and circle it. I just loved that. I said, them kids special. I said, special. Because to get $1 million take a whole lot more than you just writing it. A lot of times, see, a lot of people believe in, like, he used to say, that was years ago, he used to tell me. I don't know what he's saying now, but y'all follow, y'all know what he's saying. But I'm just practical. You know what I'm saying? So say and do. Put everything got to be in perspective. What does it take to make $1 million? These people give you unrealistic things to do. Find 100 people at this amount of money and get 100 people to buy this, and that equates to $1 million. What make you think 100 people gonna give you that? You know how many people have $1 million? A lot of people know 100 people. It's not practical. You gotta have some worthwhile people buying to do it. And a lot of times, just to get $1 million, is that all you trying to do? Because what are you gonna do to, once you get $1 million, you're gonna have to spend it too, right? So $1 million spent still gonna be $1 million? Okay, so you got to continue to keep doing it. You got to continue to have 100 people to keep doing what they're doing. Eventually, your 100 people ain't moving that. You don't network enough to do that. So I try to get people on something practical. Don't put your goals on a dollar monetary amount. Put your goals more on satisfaction for self. Pleasing oneself. I don't have a dollar amount. I'll be telling you a lie. I don't have a dollar amount. I know what I go out to do and what I look to be able to do and to maintain. Y'all got it? Because for me, it's about being comfortable in life to do the things I like to do. And that's what you want to do. Don't try to set these goals on these dollars. Like Elon, look at the bastard look like the Joker. I'm telling you, anytime you said, none of them people look healthy. Every time you said they dress like weirdo, they do dumb stuff like he walked in there with a sink. First day he walked in the toilet, he walked in with a sink. He said, I'm the new owner, let this sink in. Did you really have to literally walk in here with a sink? Twitter's failing. He just lost people, millions of subscribers leaving because of stupidity. See, don't try to be like these people. These people might make it, but they're too stupid to keep maintaining things. You just want to learn how to be comfortable, how to survive and set up to protect yourself. Y'all got it? Don't set no monetary, because when you don't hit that number, what you going to do? Now, I'm a failure. So you put your success on a dollar amount versus achievement, what you've done for yourself. I look at internally as well as external. When you look at how you look at what you try, that's external. What about internally where you at? These guys got the money, but they're miserable. That's why they make so many stupid decisions. So if you don't learn to be good with yourself internally, none of that stuff gonna help you. You're gonna be chasing a dollar bill. You can't win. You can't win. Guess what? Everybody chasing a dollar bill. It's just not the people in your circle because they ain't how y'all think. That makes sense? Learn how to get self-worth. Work on self internally. Where are you at spirit? Listen, that far surpasses anything else. Where are you here? Are you good with yourself? If you're not, why? I guarantee you, y'all look a lot of, because you looking at goals that these people set. I'm looking at family member where they at, other people achieve. That don't make you happy. That don't make you complete because of money. No, believe me, it really doesn't. The book says a little that a righteous man have is more than all the treasure of the wicked. A little that a righteous man have. Y'all got it? So I want to make sure that we don't confuse ourselves. And when Yahuwah allow you, he loans us the things we have. He'll not loan it to you better help other people. Even these billionaires realize, you don't pay attention? All them keep saying how they got to give out so much of their money. Why y'all think they do that? What you think they learn? They learn the same thing. It's a practice with it. He only give it to you for a reason. God better help other people. Although they cunning and conniving, they know what they're doing. They're smart. That's a good business trade. You give it away like you help people and you get more money in return. It's a business move. It's organization that'll get it. Their organization because they give money. Most of y'all don't know why a lot of these rich people start foundation, do you? They get free money. I'm not talking about just government money. There's other organizations that give money to organizations that give money to organizations. Most of you don't know that. There are white philanthropists that give money away. I had somebody here who was locked up, 28 years, got out of jail. Guess what? Rich white man, unknown, sent an attorney, paid all his bill for the first year and a half. Carnality, listen, did not want to be known. Will not be known, did everything through his attorney, paid all his bill, all his expenses in Carnality for the first year and a half. That's how they do it. They ain't stupid. You know the people stupid. Everybody realize what you got to do to keep it. You got to be able to get something out. It don't work if you just keep it. Go take all your money, stockpile, and keep it. If you don't get that money circulate, it ain't no good. It's like bad air in a house. You know they'll tell you what you got to do? What they'll tell you about the air in that water? Circulate. They'll tell you about water sitting still. What happened? It need to move so you can get oxygen. You got to move money. These folks don't know no practice. I tell you what, I'm not stupid. Just got to learn how to move. You can't just keep no dead air. You got to bring that, listen, that air that blow, it pulling from out there. It got to circulate. Everything got to learn how to move. That's what nigga do. Nigga get it, shut it down. That's it. And that's why you stay in the rut hole you in. It don't work like that. It got to move. It got to circulate. Make sense? Yes, sir. All right. It's for they out here. Some folks know. We don't know because they've been doing the same dumb stuff all their life. They them dumb folks ain't gonna help you. Clark Howard. You think Clark Howard gonna tell you something? Get the money he got. Clark Howard is an idiot. Clark Howard get paid to tell you these dumb, stupid suggestions he give you. He don't take them himself. He said, make a fool out of you. I mean, you can listen to him. You just got to listen to him with intelligence. Nobody giving you no free information. He just give you enough. If people that know how to reach out to him to get the real information, that man very, very, very wealthy. He ain't going to tell you that, though. He's done very, very well. And you know how he get paid, too? For everything he advertised, they pay him. Because he learned how to get people confidence that Clark Howard, the money saver. Clark Howard, scam buster. So you know how many people pay him to start that scam buster? How many people pay him to endorse their stuff and push it out? He don't do it for free. That's how he get paid. And you listen to him, you think, Clark and his free advice. Sounds free to you. They pay Clark to do that. I know they don't know no better. They listen with no brain. That's why you here. You listen with no brain. I'm trying to get you to think. This man is very wealthy. Wealthy above wealthy. Because these people pay him to say what he say. All right. He punk a lot of them too. Clark Howard call your name, your business. You're in trouble. What you think I'm going to do? I can afford to lose my business? I'll pay. That's how he do it. Build up your audience. Get everybody listen to Clark. When Clark speaks, everybody listen. He built up that and make money off you niggas. That's how they get you every time. They punk them out. They punk and scare everybody out of money. Scare them out of everything. That's how he get them. Tell you about the real deals he won't take. Think that man finna be sitting in coach. You won't see him on now. But it sound good when he tell it to you. That's how you make your money. Make you about them cheap seats sitting back. Make you save you some money. Airline get rid of seat nobody want to sit in. And Clark get paid. It don't make sense. I'm not ready. Why would I be advertised to call it Daniel Anderson name ain't getting no money? So, you know how many people listen to me? Somebody might start calling you and you making money. I need to make money. Don't worry about it. Y'all so smart. Start thinking people doing something for you. Okay? Nobody's done nothing for you that hadn't been at an expense. As soon as y'all learn that, the better y'all gonna be. Stop thinking there's free people out here to just help you for free. These people getting paid. The organization, they're getting paid. Okay? I just want y'all to get in touch. I want you to start thinking. All I'm telling you, what they do, you can do. You can go in these companies and get their business and tell them. That's the same thing Facebook and other people do. They get them and get these people hooked on him. Then get what they start doing. Shutting down accounts. All they do is get enough people. They want to shut them down when they first started, wasn't it? Get enough on him, now you can start controlling that. They can start running businesses through them. How much you had to pay to be on Facebook? Yes, you do. You gave up all your information that I can sell to other people that buy it and send you stuff and you wonder how you getting them phone calls and how you getting all them emails. Because you can't get the account. First thing I want to know, what's your email? Because I'm a seller. It just looks smart when you're a diamond. When you're a diamond, everything looks nice. I need your email and your phone number so I can sell it. Solicitation. Y'all young people follow me? These folks thought that they were giving them this stuff for free. I sell your information. Hello? Name some desserts. I name one. Cake. Cookies. You know what they tell you, the internet tell you we use? We use cookies. Cookies are sweet. That's how I log in your computer and keep up everything you're doing. And I send all your stuff out, let people know, this nigga stay on this site. You want to pay me. I show how many people I got to drive over here. You'll pay me. People pay for your information. How you keep getting all that solicitation, you keep wondering how them folk get it. Because look what you on. You're on Twitter, you're on Facebook, you're on Snapchat, you're on Instagram, and they want to know how they keep getting all these calls or emails. Who you get your email to? Then you sign up for stuff that you can sign up for free. Don't cost you nothing, just your email. It's free. I ain't going to charge you nothing because I'm going to get paid from it because I'm going to sell it to other people who want to buy it, who want to send you solicitation. Now they thinking now, Daddy got this stuff. Yep, that's how they got it. You gave it to them and you gave permission. They put enough writing on there that you didn't read and you just clicked that little box and checked it and you gave them everything they needed right there. They bungled in so much language, there's no way you can read that little bit of stuff. Man, everybody doing it. Just go and click the damn thing and come on. And now your stuff sold all over the world. And China got your stuff and your passwords, and Russia. Oh, they don't want to talk about it, do they? How many of y'all didn't know that? You do know China has your passwords too, right? How many of y'all didn't know that? China has your passwords and Russia. Oh, you thought you had something to yourself? Oh, they thought it was private. Oh, remember they told you, don't share your 4-digit password with anyone else. They gave it away. They gotta make it look like it got security. You didn't have nothing. When y'all did it, y'all gave it to them. Hello? How many of y'all using 5G? 5G. Except for Jeff. Jeff be at home itching and rolling on the carpet at the same time right now. That 5G kick on, it'll kill him. Don't use it right now. And cut it off behind on the internet. But yeah, they get all that. That's Russia. Y'all ain't been impressed with the 5G? That comes from Russia. That's Russia. Same people we're fighting. Russia controls 5G. It comes from Russia. It don't come from AT&T and Verizon. It comes from Russia. How many of y'all didn't know that? Ooh, thought that was an American device, huh? That comes from Russia. See, white people they want you to look like you think you're smart. Not smart. Got cell phone. How many of y'all do texting? Text, talk, all that good stuff? Good, that's good. Because that go to England. That's who got your information out. NSA will testify, and they have testified. They do not keep no American citizen. They do not get your text or phone. They do not get it. they sent it to England. Please go and check behind me. That's who have all your communication on your telephone. So what the NSA do, they go to England and get it. And they can stand up, put their hand on a stack of Bible and testify and never tell a lie. Because we don't keep up with it. We don't get it. We don't deal with it. They send it to another country. All your stuff gets sent to somewhere else and they tell you about security. Everybody playing you. Yes, sir. I'm just trying to help y'all out. That's why we got to set up a system that's fair that works for us. I shouldn't be telling y'all all this stuff. Shut up. Yes. Y'all saw the information I sent y'all the video with John Wesley Clark. Yeah. How many of y'all remember who John Wesley Clark is? He was a famous general. Because these folks don't keep up with that. These niggas still trying to figure out who General Patton was. That was a good one. No, they don't. Yeah, he was another screwball white boy. But, I mean, he told y'all, these people had already planned this stuff. The 7-country takedown. They've been playing this stuff. To destabilize these countries, overturn them, and topple their governments. Libya, Somalia, and they went to Somalia, they got whooped up pretty good too. They're making Somalia suffer for it though. Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, all these countries, Libya, that's why they over top of the government. They had already planned this stuff way before. Now, if they playing all that with these countries, what you think they've been doing with you? You think you just stupid for free? I'm just having a real conversation with y'all. You think, I'm being practical with you. Do you think every nigga in America is stupid for free? You are stupid because they plan for you to be stupid. They have purposely gave you retarded leaders with fallible goals. Makes absolutely no sense what you've been trying to do. Elect a white man to help you get out of your situation when a white man put you in it. That is stupid. Just stupid. These folks have purposely drugged you, got you high, gave you trash music, gave you dumb you down with Martin, all these stupid television shows so they can keep you right where you at now. These people, I guarantee you can go through the CIA, you can go through the FBI paperwork, and you will see that this has been a working plan for years to keep the nigga toppled. That's why you will never make it until you wake up and get conscious. Because it's not forced on you, you take everything somebody give you instead of questioning things. I don't need no free check from them. I don't need nothing from them. You need to make your own way. Learn to do just like your code did. Eventually, you got to leave them. You're not going to make it under them. It's not set for you to make it. They've been toppling Africa for too many years. There's nowhere in the world the richest nation on the planet is the poorest. It makes no sense. It makes no sense that Africa. It makes no sense that Africa is in starvation. It makes no sense that Africa had diseases everywhere. It makes no sense. You got more homosexuality, more drug, more stuff here going on anywhere, and the people in Africa starving and dying and sick. And white medicine came now. Now how they got the same white medicine you got and y'all ain't sitting here starving and sick and flies in on your baby eyes? Because they went there purposely to make them sick. Them the same white coats they put on the white women here and the white men now that got you sick, nigga. Yes, sir. Nigga, you sick. I'm trying to help y'all out. I just don't think anybody need to work on me that don't like me. Right. That's right, sir. That's right. I just be honest, I don't think anybody need to work. Let's get this straight. What year you were born, Uncle Ted? 44. You were born at home, midwife. Did you ever go to the doctor? How old were you, your mom, when first time you remember going to the doctor? Probably in your 20s? That's when he got sick. How about you, Aunt Smith? Midwife. You were born a midwife, black midwife. Yeah. Then you start going to the doctor when in your 20s? Yeah, probably, yeah. That's when she got sick. That's when they got sick. Because typically, older black people tell they ain't go to the doctor. Them folk, you know they need to brag about. How long, from Mississippi, ask your older friend, ask them. They'll tell you about folk, they say they ain't get sick. It sound retarded you hear that stuff. No kind of folk tell they say, we ain't get sick. You know when they got sick? White people start telling you coming in and getting ready to draw Social Security, you need to go to the doctor. You got Medicaid. It's free. It's free Medicaid. And they went to Medicaid. And a lot of them had never been. They had, for Medicaid, you got to go. You got to go see. If you didn't get a drug, and that's when they got sick. They give them shot, drew blood. They thought they drew. They injected them. Right. People so stupid, they don't know the needle can work both ways. That's right. I don't know what these folks thinking. I can pull the needle back, it can draw. I can push it in, and it'll put and inject. You don't even get to see what's in that bottle. I know they think they're smart because they're looking at that little glass. Let me tell you what they got. That's it. How many of y'all know you hold a needle up, you can see the needle empty? How many of y'all don't see that? You see it empty? You familiar with that? You know, years ago, they had a baby doll. They had formula in the milk, had formula in the bottle. When you turn it upside down like this, who remember what happened to that bottle? What happened to that bottle, baby? It was still in there? It was and it looked empty. So when these crackers give me a needle and it's empty. How many of y'all remember that baby doll? How many of you remember when you turned it upside down, the milk was gone? The bottle was empty. And when you turn it back up, what happened? What did he do? Does he do the needle like this when he put it in there? Or he do like this? And what the needle is? Empty. I know y'all niggas ain't that smart. You'll try to use it on me. You can't be smart on me. You have to be smart on my boss. Nobody's smart on my boss. You didn't get sick till you went to the doctor. Look at these kids now. They introduce more vaccines now than they had when I was coming along. Look at how sick. It's no way to explain all these kids sick when these kids' immune system should be better than ours. That's right. That's right. These kids stay sick every day. Stay sick. Because they've been to the doctor. You got to get them. I don't know. See, this what they think they're smart at. Mine ain't get vaccinated. Yours got some shots. Any shot, any care about these people, your kid's sick. The people done told you they don't cure. And they don't cure what they're doing. Treating. Treating what? What I gave you. Right. Y'all just got to get conscious. Why y'all think, and the people look at me, y'all think I'm your enemy. I'm not your enemy. I'm trying to get you conscious. You put your hands in the hands, put your care in the hands of somebody that don't like you. Just like them, when they started going, and you were 22 in 1968. 22 in 1968. I know, that's when I was born. I've been watching you a long time. So you started going to the doctor when you were 20, 68. What y'all had? You would go and sit down in a restaurant with white people? It's amazing. You could drink out the same water fountain they could drink out in 68? What color was your doctor you remember saying? I'm so surprised. She couldn't drink out of a white water fountain. She couldn't eat in a white restaurant. You had to go out the back or go behind and get her food and go all the way out because you couldn't come in at all. She couldn't vote. All the stuff she couldn't do, but she can go see a white doctor who would take care of her black body and her black health. That's what I'm trying to help the people think about. I can tell you, you was in your 20s, right? Which would he would have been in what, 19, probably 66? What, you 2 years older than her? So probably 1966, you could vote. You could eat in white restaurants, couldn't you? You could drink out of white water fountains in 1966, couldn't you? Yeah. What color was your doctor? You don't mind me asking, sir? I have no idea. I'm so surprised that he had a white doctor when he couldn't eat out of a white restaurant and couldn't drink out of white, couldn't use a white restaurant, a white restroom, couldn't drink out of white water fountain, couldn't go inside the white door of a white restaurant establishment that he was working now, and that's to get straight to the back. But a white doctor could treat him and make sure that nigga that well. And Tony Smith was just making all this other stuff up. How many of y'all seen this? I hear y'all too long. You get ready to sign the cartosa, bro. My I'm gonna let them blow it twice because we got another Yarick coming in. Kadash Yarick. That means, for those that don't know, Kadash Yarick, they will call it New Moon, but the proper name is called Kadash Yarick. The Kadash, or Kadash actually, Kadash would be what they would typically call a new moon, okay? So we have Kadash come in, we'll blow Kadash. I'm gonna say something, I had to get y'all out because I'm frustrated. I'm tired. I'm tired of beating myself up. Can anybody see this? How they get treated by a white doctor today, but nobody white can let them in the restaurant? Let me explain. Was there a law against y'all eating in them restaurants? There was a law. There was a law y'all couldn't go in them. Yeah. But they also had it as a law. That's how the police could arrest you if you were doing it. You can't just say you can't. They actually, if I'm correct, had on the books about them. It was illegal for y'all to be doing those things. That's how they get the police involved. So let me get this straight. The white people took time out to put on the books. These two coons, excuse me for that, these two coon jigaboo niggas can't eat in no white establishment. Are we clear, people? These two jigaboo coon niggas can't drink out no same water fountain white folks drink out of, okay? These jigaboo niggas here can't vote. Y'all understand me? These two jigaboo niggas, okay? These two jigaboo niggas, all these they had, but for some reason they forgot to put on them, they could be treated by a white doctor. See how white folks slipped and forgot about that one? They did. They forgot all about that. '66, y'all couldn't vote, couldn't it? 66, 40, 66, Lyndon Johnson. What is it, 40-some years they've been voting? 50-some years? 65 Voting Right Act, 65. But y'all still couldn't eat at that restaurant. 64, but they still couldn't eat it. 64, they had to start, they weren't desegregating schools. 68, they were still segregated though. 66, they were still segregated. Federally, but they were still doing it. White folks still doing it now. Any paper they got, they can break. But we know what the state of the country was in 66, 68. Now, all I'm saying is, how these two jigaboo niggas, darky coons, get to see a white doctor in 66 and 68? Nobody don't see the plan? That was purpose. You think they just popped up, some white dog look up, I got two jigaboos sitting out of my library waiting to see me. This is part of our extermination plan. It wasn't just kill them, because what they've learned, and people don't pay attention. See, I remember when we were killing roaches years back, you had stuff kill a roach. Then they came out with something a little different, boric acid. Y'all young folk probably know about boric acid. What boric acid do, you pour it down around. Boric acid, they'll walk, they get their foot in there. And they take it back to the nest. They get to playing with all the other little roaches. Man, what's up, nigga, y'all crazy, nigga, y'all crazy. Now all y'all dead. Yeah, that's what they did. They started realizing, see, killing the one roach, and that roach fall dead, it ain't gonna be long for y'all to tune in and say, that white powder killed that nigga. Don't mess with that white powder. I need him to play with that white powder. What's up, girlfriend? Y'all nigga, what's up, nigga? Y'all nigga crazy, nigga. What's up, nigga? Even ain't see y'all. Now y'all nigga dead. By the time y'all done figured out, too many of y'all wiped out. That's how smart they got on us. I'm only telling y'all this because you haven't been conscious to why we so messed up, why our teenagers are out of control. The white powder is still here. The fentanyl. Everything they keep giving you, LSD, lace, heroin traces, everything they keep is still here. They fixed it. Nobody's going to play with it if you kill the person as soon as they tell you. Who's going to play with it? I got to make it look safe. I got to get it back in the community. I got to get it in the home. I got to get it to the babies. I got to get it to the kids. So I wipe out the whole generation. Start to mess with your conscience now. Now I get you on some more medication. I know you kind of answer, you be moving a lot. You probably want to get her checked to get on some Ritalin. So she'll be still. First drug got you moving, she'll agreeing to what I'm saying. Now you finna get some more medication. Now she's spelled out. Now, it's getting so bad with her condition, we're probably just gonna have to take her and just keep her in our care. We're gonna take her out the home. There's no way for you to take care in the home. Now we can really experiment with her. So you got to look at how to break down your DNA conjugate. They just been working on you. Everything been working on your senses, how your brain ticks and work. While y'all sitting here, y'all not thinking, well, I ain't pretty. Because, nigga, this is real, and you dying every day. Nobody talking to y'all about how you dying. These people injecting all kinds. You don't know what that. They can let you read something. Because I can write something on something. Don't you know they know niggas read now? Before it didn't matter, you didn't read, you took it out. Oh, don't give me nothing, let me read it. You know I couldn't make none of these words up. All this the truth, because the federal government tell me I can't lie about these words. You can sound them out, you don't know what these words are. You took you were gonna be a pharmacist one time, wasn't it something like that? Some of you were doing the medical terminology. What was the field? Lab tech. You remember all those words they were giving you? How many people know what those words are on the hymn? Anywhere, pretty much. Can you just throw a word out here for us? Yeah, a word out here. Who? If they had one, I bet they can't have no kids. Y'all hear that? So if y'all read it, you can spell it. What is it? What is it? Come on now. Not many of them. I knew it was something with venectomy. I knew it was gonna slip something. I knew something would cut. I'm a nigga. I know don't let nobody give me one. I guarantee I won't get two of them. You ain't gonna give me two of them in here, right? But see, I'm just trying to tell them is words and things they use and they know how to work around. They teach those words like splenectomy. What you say? Splenectomy. Okay. Or other medical terminology they'll use for words. That's how they code learn to talk around like pig Latin. All that, those are ways to talk around. That's the way to talk around because I know you don't know what I'm talking about. And I could talk right in front of me. Her could be talking your splenectomy and your rectal tenomule and now what you gotta do, you gotta say try to look like you ain't dumb when you are dumb. Because you don't know what we talking about. And we'll say, look, come, let's start. Guess what? This how we talk around you. This is how we talk around you and you don't know the detriment of what's actually going on. Just like a lot of people in the surgery, you're more or less induced into taking surgery. You don't really get no other alternative. They don't tell me, the second opinion is another person that see everything the way I see it. How this going to go? The next person you're going to say you not to do it? They're going to encourage you to do it. Go get you another outside source. Don't ask somebody to get paid to cut should you have a surgery. That's stupid. What do you think they're going to tell? I get paid to cut. What do you think I'm going to tell you? Yeah, if I was y'all whole lot, because surgery is dangerous. You could die under the anesthesia. What I'm trying to do, get out of work? A lot of people think the detriment of surgery is the surgery. The detriment of surgery is the anesthesia. Most of these people don't know. More people die from anesthesia than the surgery. Because they put so much to put you under. There's no way to tell how you're going to react until it happens. Man, surgery dangerous. People die in surgery. A lot of people die from them folks giving you the anesthesia. Because you don't know how you're going to react. Your heart rate just slowed down. Yes, more than what it does when you sleep. Yahuwah has a science to putting you to sleep. He knows how much the heart rate has to slow down in order for your body to still function. These bastards are playing with levels he's already set. I want to take you lower than that. You just lost one. The body can't sustain when it's too low. He knows how much it takes for you to sleep and get back up. To be in an unconscious state and get you back to a conscious state. He knows this. It's a science. He developed it. Hello? Let me tell you what he did. Just to show you his skill trait. That first man he made, I got him from the dead. That's how I know I can bring you back. First man he didn't get him living. He got him, he was dead. I brought him from the dead to life. That's how I know I can bring you back. That's what they've been doing. They've been practicing trying to do what he can do. Yes, they've been trying to see if they can bring you back from the dead. Yes, sir. And one man got that gift. That's Yahuwah. Right. They play with things they ought not to play. I'm just telling you, that's why I trust him. When he got him, when he first got the first man, he brought him from the dead. Hello? Yep. That's how you know he can do it. It wasn't a hard thing to get Yahushua up. It really wasn't. He said, I already do that. That's why he testified to his ability, what he could do. And he left witnesses so you can see it. But see, these people want to come in and get you to depend more on them than they do on Mr. Yahuwah. Our company's got to, I know, living in this world, watch how things work. It's easy to turn and trust them. They'll give you some good weather diagnosis. There's a storm off the coast of such and such coming in, brewing, starting. It's going to come in, it's going to come this way. And when you see it happen, you say, they know stuff too. They play with other spirits. Okay, I'm trying to tell you, the man told y'all about the wind. He said, you don't know where it's going, and you don't know where it's going. He's on, you hear the sound. He said, you don't know where it come from. Now they tell you where it's come from and where it's going. Do they not? Okay. Why do you think they're doing that? These people tap into stuff they shouldn't be playing with. To you, you thinking they're just helping you out. It goes against what he told them. And because they do it, he punishing them for it too. They might tell you about it. You know what he may shit on? You can't stop it. You take all your sandbag, you put all your wood on your windows. I take everything you got and I throw it to the ocean. Yeah. Everything you got, I topple it. Everything they did, because they keep playing with stuff they ought not to be playing with. Years ago, you used to put one of the little weather meter thing on top of your house with a little rooster and the wind blow. They kind of let you see which way it was blowing. You had little stuff old folk would and watch the cloud and could discern. These bastards went a lot further. Y'all think it's just technology. These people play with stuff they ought not to play with. Yes, sir. He told you, he said, you don't know where the wind come from. These folks tell you where it come from, Dave. They tell when they're brewing and when it starts, because they tap into stuff they ought not to play with. Y'all to see, at the end of the day, I just want y'all to think, you don't listen to me. If I'm just talking, running my mouth, telling a lie, if I was you, I won't follow me. But you know I'm telling the truth. It's time for you to get conscious, realize these folk poisoning and killing you, it's been working a long time. That's why you passive. You don't know why you passive. You don't know why you the way you are, because that's the way they unpoison you. And listen, it's the men you need to take down. We lost our women because the men weak. The men ain't got no survival skill no more. They don't got no push skill to do nothing. It's easy to be gay than be a straight man. It's conducive. Now they're giving checks. Y'all didn't know that? Listen, they're pushing to get LGBT a check. It's hard. You ain't got no work out here. All you got to do is consent to be a homosexual. You can get a check. They came years ago and they paid, you know, let me say that. People saying no now because they ain't got to the dire end yet. You can get a sex, me and Ken hypothetically can say we're lovers, not married. He could be on my insurance, I could be on his insurance. Yes, sir. Let me say something. With all these sick niggas, get what they need, Dave? Insurance. I can't get insurance, too expensive. But if I say that me and Candy lovers, I can get on his insurance. They breaking our men down. These guys saying, we ain't really gay. Look how I'm telling you how they got you. They came out one of them movies, didn't it? Two white boys, out of sound and what they were, and what they needed to get. And what they had to do. Be gay. What do you think that movie was about? Guess who race it didn't tear up? Guess who race it damaged? That's why I said white people didn't go marching on the street, protesting, going to Congress. Because guess what, Dave? We already know the scheme. We're trying to say, see, they gave me a good idea, Dave. I be thinking, nigga. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get one of my buddy got insurance. We going to say we gay. Beat these crackers out. Nigga, why you think I showed you the movie? Because I knew you were brainless. You have no integrity. You won't rather do without. You won't rather make your own. You won't trust your Elohim to be your healer. You'll consent to, you'll agree to. That's how these folk been pressing you for the mark of the beast. You already sold out. What you got to do to get a big refund check back? Tell a lie and say you make no money. Forge your numbers. Don't claim some stuff. That's how you keep you in the poor end. This is where it hurts you. You want to go do some business now. Let me see your taxes. Oh, we good. We making the money. We making the money. Your return said you made $35. Look at my deposits, though. Make no mistake. That's what we're looking at, your deposits. And we're trying to figure out how you managed to say you only made $35. You know how it is what you do? When you trying to, you know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to pay all them taxes. You just put yourself outside the realm of making money. So I'm trying to teach my people how you can do stuff, you can do it right, and you can still keep it tight. See, everything we want to get, you keep lying and cheating and stealing and have it. He wants you to be like him. You just got to learn how to do it. I got to tell y'all that because they scare you out of stuff. It's better not to make nothing. See, that's how you do it. You know what I mean? See, people like that, those are people that don't really want that. They want to steal in. You can't make no money here like that. You don't make money, you don't grow, you don't do business. You're going to have to put in returns to show what you got. So pay it, you made it. And they can open up other door. That's why white folk beat you out. They learn how to do it. You got to learn how to do what Trump do. See, the system made for white people. They can file bankruptcy and still keep everything they got. You can't keep everything you got and file bankruptcy. They can file bankruptcy from their business, but their personal still good. When you file bankruptcy, everything you got go down. See, who world you think it is? Stay world. Now, Elon Musk filed bankruptcy on Twitter. What are he gonna do when he got $160 billion and he filed bankruptcy? We coming out, you can't file bankruptcy, you have $165 billion and you're trying to file bankruptcy on $44 billion. How does that make common sense? It does make sense when you're white. This has nothing to do with this. But when you're black, everything you got and your mama now, and your wife or your husband. That's how they keep you. And get what? They scare you from ever want to do something. I don't want to lose everything I got. So you have nothing. You ain't scared of that? You ain't scared of the fact you ain't got nothing? That'll scare me more than anything. I ain't got nothing. That should scare you. All right, I gotta move. I got y'all upset now. That's all right. That's fine. I'll do that. I'll be the bad guy. Okay, look at me, everybody. I'm the bad guy. Huh? I'm just trying to help y'all out. I'm just not afraid of these people. We give them the fear. You giving fear to people you shouldn't be fearing. You should be fearing your creator. These people are not a threat. That's what we're doing. We're supposed to do by Yahuwah. The reason why they've been a threat is they're a threat to you because you know you ain't doing what you need to do by him. In that case, these people are your adversary. They're here to take you down until you learn to acknowledge him. Hello? If these people got the power they got and he can't stop them, I do better serve them white people. It's not a good business decision for me to serve Yahuwah. I'm a businessman. It don't make business sense. Serve Yahuwah, but he said, but be careful of white folk now. They take you down. Well, I need to serve the white folks and leave you alone. Because he even said it himself, I can't have no two masters. Even he realized that don't make common sense. He said, I can't have two of them. I got Yahuwah and the white man. And he said, I can't serve two. Why? You're going to hold the one and let the other one go. He said, he can't serve both of them. Hello? I'm trying to teach y'all. Y'all got too many masters. When y'all going to be ready to let one of them masters go? This the man writing. I'm just telling the man, when y'all going to let one of them masters go? Hello? Yeah, that's where we at. All right, come on, gentlemen. Got one more blow. No. This is for the Yaret. Smith, give me a chapstick. Something rough. I'm going to try to talk with y'all and get y'all out. It won't be long, Yahuwah willing. Bring it over here, Granny. That's what happened when you marry somebody's grandmama. That's sick, ain't it? Somebody married to your grandmama. Tell Dude forgive me. I'm married to his grandmama. I'm much too young to be married to a grandmama. All right. Oh, there you go right there. What's up, fat man? All right, Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before, Nikatab Talamadus, so that through endurance and through the Nakum or the Kitabim, we might have Tikva.
All true. Written to teach us, instruct us, and show us for a benefit, to help us kind of get out of these situations we face today. And our situation is a lot dire, I think, than what people actually set and see and consider. We're dying ruachni, spiritually, and the only reason you don't recognize it because you hadn't recognized what and how ruachni works, which is how spirituality works. And we use that for a governing of ourselves. And that's going to more or less entail with a moral standard and compass as well for us. Your ruachni, the spirituality of you, there's certain things you can't do because certain things kind of hinder or kind of impede upon. And when you become that spiritual type person and to considering your relationship with Elohim, and we'll look these words up. Let's look up spirituality, and we'll look at the root spirit. How about that? And we'll look at carnal spirituality, spoil. Okay. Definition versus religion. No, I don't want wick. Don't want wiki. Yeah, what definition? Yeah, that's good. Let's see what it is. The quality of being concerned with the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things. That's what spirituality is. It's the quality of being concerned with the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things, okay? That makes sense? Let's see what carnal. Y'all wrote that down? Anybody writing it down? I'll let them get it. We get through, I want you to look up carnal. Or let's see carnality. Is that a word? Carnality, I think is what the word we'll be looking for. Let's let them get this first. Y'all still writing? You got a phone, take a picture. Write it, send it home to your friends. Because we say a lot of things, but we need to understand it. Because you get people say, oh, they might say, you spiritual, but now learning what the definition is that something that you can say true? Did somebody get a good picture of it? Did anybody get a good picture of it? Anyone? Send it in the thread so everybody can get it, for those who didn't. Spirituality. This is something we need to know. Okay? And it's the quality of being concerned with the human spirit or soul, which is the nefesh for us, as opposed to material or physical things. Okay? So now this is the average thing that some of our people fight with. We fight with alcohol, drug use, sex, fornication, adultery, lying, homosexuality. Just I think 5 is what I named. 5 of these are pretty much things that people deal with and want to be rich. Want to be rich. A lot of these things are pretty much 6 of these things about a main reason, core reasons why we have wars and fightings among us and hatred among us, because these are carnal things. And these carnal things put us in position to where we don't consider, like people say, you seem pretty like a spiritual guy. And a lot of times we agree to it because we say, yeah, because I go to church. Or I'm a believer. That does not mean that you're spiritual. okay? And that's what we have to understand. We use and we say words and we say them to an effect that we think we know what they mean. And a lot of times we realize that's not me, because now people have to look at what's my main drive? Carnal. Like what? Give us a, that's right. And these are things now we have to look at, we got to consider. Are we really spiritual, or is it carnality more? What we're looking at? The quality or state of being merely temporal, which we'll take for temporary, or worldly, lack of vitality, or maturity. So that's something we got to look at, which all makes sense. Y'all get a picture? For somebody can take a picture, good picture of that? You got one? She's going to send in the whole thread for my adults. For my young people who didn't get it, y'all make sure they get it. She put it in the whole thread so y'all will be able to get the definition. Because that makes a difference when you know what things mean. Because both of them have a quality. Let's look at what quality is. For my people who didn't get it, look at the thread. They're going to send it. For my young people who didn't get it, they'll also ask your parent. They should have it in the thread. You can copy it down, because I want y'all to know this. Let's see what quality is. The standard of something as measured against other things of a similar kind, the degree of excellence of something. And so we're looking at a standard of something, and that's what we talked about. I talked about us using spirituality as a moral compass. A compass kind of give you your direction, you know what I'm saying? Kind of your morality of what we look at, and that's what the spiritual or being ruachning is our word for spirituality. So that's what we're trying to look at exactly. How does this work? How do we know we're possessors of it? You got it? How to obtain it? You got it? And understanding about being carnal. Now we'll try to look through some things and try to see the effect. And now we see the real value in speech. Let's look at, see that Orion chapter 9, verse 23. Had I made up something, we wouldn't have to do this. We already had it wrote out. I could just run through him, read my notes, footnotes, card. We've been done, okay? But because we're having to read and go from here, from Romans 15:4, we just take it how he gives it, look it up, let's define it, let's understand it, encompass it, so now we know how to walk thereby. We don't want to lie to ourselves and say we know something we don't know. Because the only person we're going to deceive is who? Ourselves. Why? And we just said we love ourselves or harm ourselves. Why would we lie to ourselves? Why would we lie to ourselves about things that we need to know the truth about? How many of y'all done seen people, you say, well, they seem spiritual. That's a spiritual person. Now, since you know the definition, you can't really say that. Because they went to church regularly. I seen them. You could just tell they serious. But people, you'd be surprised at what things grab people more than others. It don't have to be fornication. It don't have to be adultery. It don't have to be homosexuality. It could be other things that they lust after, that they desire, and that's more of an impeding on them than what you think is spirituality, because you don't see the whole part. Y'all got it? Yahuwah sees it all. Like when he saw the sons of Yashi, he told you Elohim don't see as Anashim see. Because all he saw was what was there, which means Elohim seen more than what he saw. You're seeing him now in this room, in this setting. I seen this man before he got here. I know where this man is at, okay? You're thinking because of where he's at now, and you see him now that this is a good person for the job that I'm trying to get somebody designated to do. I can't use this man. I reject this man. So now we got to look at a man like Daoud. This man had spirituality. There was some moral compasses set for him. Okay? This man knew when he found he was in wrong, he didn't say, I don't give a damn if I'm wrong. My wrong is right. No, that man like that. Now I'm ashamed. He said, I can use a man like that. He realized he went against me. This is Orion chapter 23, verse 9. Somebody heard me say 6 and 9. Probably sound like I said it. 23 and 9, please. You did that to what? I could tell you leaned to one side. Guilty people got to lean to him. He leaned to the right, which means the left side of his brain told him to do it. Nine to 23. Let's see this. Listen. I need you. Oh, you had 6 and now you want to know better. I can change up. One second. The left side of my brain. Gonna lean to the right. That's why don't go judging folk brain and you first judge your own brain. Okay? Make sure your left right. Or you go trying to make somebody else left wrong. Okay? 9:23. Listen what he said.
He said to all of them, if anyone desires to follow me.
Would desire be something that you would want? Would y'all agree with that? Your desires will be something you want? So he said, now, if any man desire to do what?
Follow me.
Do what?
Disown his kai.
And?
Carry his crucifixion daily and follow me.
What happened?
Or the one who desires to save his kai shall be lost from him.
So he talking about the person that desire to come after him. He started to state what a person would have to do, which means now a person would have to be, say, spiritual. Ruach, that he doesn't, his life, as far as how it's entailed in this world, how he's looked at in this world, how he's measured at in this world, is not more important than being with Yahushua, which means this person has taken on a spirituality where they're more concerned about their soul, they're more concerned about their spirit. Y'all got it? So him in saying this is why he's talking to two groups of people and why talking to one group. Because when you're talking to a group, everybody's in a different place. I'm telling first to offer, if anybody desire to come after me, because it's got to be, let's see what desire definition is. We're saying a want, a liking to have, desire, a strong feeling of wanting to have something, or we know they're using wish, for something to, well, somebody that really has a strong wanting is who's going to be the person that's going to come after me. He's not just going to desire, he's going to have a strong wanting to come after me. Now I'm going to tell him what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to deny himself. He's going to have to take up suffering in order for him to follow me, which means this can't be a person that's carnal. Because if this person dealing with carnality, then his quality of state of being is, the hell with that. I ain't trying to do no suffering. I'll just be on it, Jack. I ain't trying to go through that. That ain't me, dog. Straight up. Homes. And that person would take on that set. Why? Because they're spiritual? Because they've got carnality working. And carnality will not allow them to do that. So this is why when he's speaking, he's trying to let the group, when he's actually talking to one group, but two groups. The one that'll come after me already know what they're going to have to do. All right? But the other person will look at, I'm not doing it. That's crazy. The cross entails dying. Taking up that's death, and I ain't trying to do that, homeboy. That ain't me. I ain't the one. Not my flavor. So now he's got to let that person know what's the alternative with that desire. Well, that because you're seeking to try to keep your life, then you're going to lose it. Your carnality has a bad downfall to it because you're going to still wind up losing what you think you're saving. So when you look at the sense of what he's saying, I know hearing me saying lay down, give up, is not what you're trying to do because it doesn't make sense. You came to live. But I'm telling you, in order for you to live, you're going to have to lay down. You're going to have to die. Now, I'm telling the person that don't want to die that you still going to have to die anyway. So if you just use business sense, what's the option? I mean, what's the better one? You don't want to die, so you ain't doing it, but you're going to die. You need to go ahead and desire to die the way he told you to die so you can live. So if you're conscious in your mental, you see it actually makes sense to do what he's saying. It's dying either way. It just don't make sense to die for free. It's really not a good business idea. But in order for you to understand that, you're going to have to be away from carnality. Where what becomes your concern is the soul and the spirit. Spirit is life. That's what he told you. What if you should see the bend of east, son of man, ascend up where he was before? What is that quickening? The ruach that quick, the flesh profited carnality. The words, the bar speaking, they are spirit and that's why you're looking at ruach, spirituality makes sense because guess what? That's life. That's what he said in the words I'm speaking of. These are words of life. Just like the commandment, whether people don't know it, the commandment was the life. The command, when he told me in the garden, the day you eat it, you should what? And he told him to do what? That's a commandment. So was the commandment to death or was it to life? It was to life. but he chose death. And you know why he chose death? Carnality. That's right. What did Ka'ua have? Spirituality, carnality. How y'all know that? She wasn't subject. How do you know that? Because she went with eyes. He already told us that. Yuchanan told her. He told you to harp not the world, the alarm, and all that's in the alarm. He said, because he told you what's in the alarm. The lust of the eye, the pride of life, and of the flesh. And these are not, he said, they're not of Elohim. They're not of the Abba. They're of the alarm. And the alarm and everything with it. That's why he's trying to separate you from it. See, everything he give you is all about Badal, separated. When he got ready to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, what did he do with, Lut? They call Lot. Left him now? Why he got him out? Because he was going to destroy it. And the lust of it. Remember, they were committing homosexuality, fornication. So I'm going to destroy that city and everything with it. That's a contributor to that factor. That's why I got you out. Because he was not of that behavior. He was of the Ruach, which means he was Ruach. He looked at, I'm not giving into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm concerned about my spirit and my soul. And when we get people to that understanding, then you start to change the action of people. This is why you don't impede and go against, because you start to be concerned about your spirit and your soul. He said, matter of fact, he even told us in the book of Yekazah called, what that was going to die? The who? The soul that's in it. So a man that's concerned about his soul, what are he going to do? Which means that man, he's going to be spiritual. He's going to be spiritual. This is what he was trying to get from us by giving us a spirit word, is to get you to become spiritual. So because you become spiritual, now I can speak to you concerning spiritual things. You're nafash. You're going to die, which means the spirit is going to leave you. You're going to lose existence with me unless you get away from your carnality, the things that allow you to say, I ain't finna do all that stuff. Man, I ain't got time to keep no. I've been around. Ain't all the days here. I don't have to do this, so I'm not gonna keep. I'm just giving in. I'm gonna do it, and this will be because you're carnal, and your carnal acts will cause you to die with this man. So when we start to understand the difference between the two, now we start to make adjustments and look at things differently. A person that's going to be spirituality is a person going to be concerned about two things first. A standard. That's a standard for them. That is a standard of life for them. Their soul, their nafash, and their ruach, the spirit. That's their concern over anything else. So now what's going to happen to make sure you're there? How are we going to know you're there? Hands. Yes. According to the rule. Let's see what they tell us at Aleph Yehukanan, 4th chapter. Aleph, 1 John, they call it. I don't want to hold y'all too long. I know saying I got to go get your turkey ready. And your dressing. Oh, let's see this. Listen.
Yedidah, do not among every
Yedidah is the word for beloved. Listen. He told you Yedidah.
Do not among every ruach.
Oh.
But test the ruach.
So it ain't but one spirit. It's got to be. He told you don't believe every one of them. So there's more than one. So how am I going to know that mine's the right spirit? Only one way to do it. But do what?
But test the ruach.
Whether
they are from Elohim.
That's what you need to do, because
many false Nabaim
have
gone out into the alarm.
That's right. Come on.
But this you know, the ruach of Elohim, every ruach that confesses to Yahushua HaMashiach has come in the Basar is from Elohim.
So now when we look at these people coming just confessing to, is it just a state of what they're saying, or there are attributes that are attached to it? Because anybody false can say Yahushua came. We quick to do that. People go on the website, they hear somebody use Yahushua, they lose it. Here's some more of us. I never thought we were by ourselves. I just do what they said. I can't believe every one of them. Because we got to start watching. He started looking at the flesh because we're going to watch the flesh attribute. That's why it was important for Yahushua to come in the flesh. That's why he was able to come in the flesh and he was able to condemn Kataim in the flesh because he was spiritual. And because he was spiritual, he showed us where his care was. Remember he was trying to work, he was trying to get him a house down here one time and the lady was giving him property application, remember that? And he told he was going to curse her to hell if she didn't give him the property. Y'all remember when he tried to go get a loan and try to get the 2 asses, and then he found out some stuff jammed up, and he had commanded he was going to burn down the whole donkey dealership because he really wanted. He told you that the foxes had holes. He told you that the birds of Shamaim had nests. He said, but the Ben of Ish, what was the purpose of telling you that? He was trying to tell you that he was Ruachni. That I was not concerned about my flesh. I was not concerned about material things that were in their rights over the word. I am Ruachni. I'm more spiritual. There is a carnal side to me, but he didn't make his claim to fame about carnal things. That's how we able to grade in the watch. Like he told them, don't believe every one of them. And there are other things we look at. Say that, what that 2 Corinthians 1? 1 and 2 and 9. Let's go at the 2 Corinthians 2, 9. 1 Corinthians 2 and 9. Let's say 2 and 9. Why am I thinking second? Yeah, 1 Corinthians 2 and 9. Listen.
But as it is Katab, things which the has not seen, and the ear has not shama, nor have entered the lob of Ish, what the Elohim has prepared for those who will hob him.
See that? So I hadn't even got into the things he had prepared for. I hadn't seen it, ear hadn't even heard it. So I hadn't even entered into the law, the things Elohim had prepared for them who will hob them. But let's see what he told us.
And to us, the Elohim has revealed them through his Ruach.
Kazum, see that? That's how he revealed it us, through the Ruach, through the Spirit, which can even still be through the Word. People say, well, the Spirit didn't get me, I read it. Well, the reason why he can tell you it can still be Spirit and Word, because what Kaf taught us was that all inspiration, which means inspired, was given by it was inspired by Elohim, and that's the Ruach, and it inspired them. It was the agitator to their writings, okay? So when you read the writings, you're still reading and you're still allowing the Spirit to dictate, especially when you take what's written and you use application, you apply it to what he said to resist, to what he tell you to keep, you apply that. That's the Ruach. That's how he revealing it, because now we're able to go through and be taught it. We're able to go through and to understand and to comprehend it. Y'all understand that? That's how he allows all this to work. So you can see how to become spiritual. You ain't spiritual, you right here me. How you spiritual? You go to the bathroom. Because people are stupid. It's just where you put the most of your hob at. Your care is on functioning the way he told you more than how you want to operate or demonstrate for yourself. He know there are things about us and things we tend and would like to do and possess. He just wants everything to have a detail and have a priority first. And to know when you get these things, I only gave them to you so you'll be a benefit to somebody else. Hello? That garden he built, it was just a benefit to Elohim. Everybody in it benefited from it. He said when he set the Mount Kuf for them to come in, it's a benefit to everybody that's there. So he learned to teach you how to be a benefit to people. But you got to, in order for us to do that, your priority just can't be self. It's got to be self when it comes to salvation, determined to be salvation. When it comes to the kind of thing, these can't be the determining factors of who you are. Because we're going to go by that. Yahushua was a bum. The man didn't have nothing. They had to get his money out of fish. So we definitely can't use that, can we? We're going to holler he was more man than he less man than everybody else because he didn't own his own house. He less man than him, he had his own ride. That's how we do now, though, don't we? You're a bum. You don't have a car, you don't have a house, you're a bum. You don't have nowhere to stay. But the reason we're going to run them down, because they ain't Ruach neither. You ain't resisting it because you Ruach now. You just don't do it because you're sorry. That's the difference now. Yahushua resisted because you were trying to manifest something to people to live that Elohim provides. Don't think that everything you doing is why you doing. Like he give me the ability to do. I understand how I move and how I operate is through him. And I don't want to be a person dependent upon. Because I know when people get you, people are going to pretty much dictate and thumb you. So I like to keep that window open to be able to say, I keep moving so I can open my mouth, speak what I want, and folks don't control my flow of my money. You know, I put in 4 hands, you got to be careful because they can cut a check right now. They can put you in a bad spot with people. So I like to be able to speak that thing just like he give it to me, and you just hit. Y'all got it? All right. So let's see what he told him.
And to us, the Elohim has revealed them through his Ruach. For the Ruach searches all things, even the depths of the Elohim.
See that? So the Ruach, this is what I want to hold on for a minute. And to us, Elohim has revealed them through his Ruach. That's how we got it, through his Ruach, through the Spirit. For the Ruach searcheth all things, even the deep, even the depths of Elohim. So this is what we use to get down to the core parts of it. We have to look at the Ruach. This is what he's telling us. This is how we get to it. Because we were limited. We were limited. He's telling us the Ruach got us further than where we can go. Even to come down to praying, he said the Ruach had to make intercession for you. I think in the 8th chapter of the book of Romans. He said you don't know what to ask for, you ought to. He said the Ruach had to make intercession. A lot of people just think you can just say something and do it. It can't. What you say had to be taken and translated over. Because you can't say that. He said the Ruach had to make intercession. Some had to intercede for us. Listen, you come into an all-powerful, all-knowing. How do you do that? Everybody, our other writers said when they saw, they said, man, I feel it's dead. How do you come into something that's complete? You incomplete. What is going to do? You're going to unravel. They're like, I unraveled. I died. You come into life. I'm talking about to the full strength of life. That's more than what you can handle, you could take. Somebody can scare your heart. Whew, man, you scared me to death. You ain't seen Elohim before. Everybody came to him, they felt like they were going to die. Even when they heard him speak, they said, we're going to die if the man keep talking. I mean, just to hear him, just to be in his presence, what it does to you, what it does for you. So we need the Ruach. It searches all things, say, even the depths of Elohim. Let's see.
For who among Anashim knows that of a Ish, except the Ruach of the Ish that is within him?
I'm saying, for who among men, Anashim, knows that of a man, except the Ruach of the man that is within him? He asking you a question. For who among men knows that of a man, except the Ruach of the man that is within him? Now he asking you that. Man will know stuff about other men. Men will know things about it as far as how we operate and how we think and the idealistic parts of us or things like that. But the Ruach about man, man don't know that. Man don't know it. Man don't know about the Spirit. He's talking about the carnal man. He does not know about it. And this is the problem we have, and this is what he's trying to get us to understand. Man doesn't know what's inside him that tick. Can you see your inside? You can't see it. That's something exists you don't come up on film, don't come up on camera. They can't find a battery in your heart that makes it tick. They can't find a battery that makes your lungs expel and inhale. They don't know. They can't find a battery. They can't find a plug up that make blood run all the way down to your feet and come back up. They can't figure that system out. Elohim created and put it. There's a Ruach inside of you that allows it. When he take that Ruach, everything ceases. Everything ceases. They can put you on a table. They can hook you to a machine because they can practice it. They can hook you to a machine and make your heart beat. Everybody dead, they can make their heart beat unless your heart exploded. Everybody dead, they can make blood flow through your body. Dead, they can do it. They can't make a Ruach get back in you. See, but the sign, you ain't realize why. That's what I tell you. People sit on a machine, they said they dead. They like they're a vegetable. Y'all heard them tell them that, people on life support. They used to be like, how is that though? I say their chest, because they know this is far we can go in our science. They done studied the body enough to realize we know how to make the heart beat. I know how to make the blood flow through there. I cannot make the Ruach get back in a man. They got machines to do it now. You know how you used to get a man back to life? You had to lay down on him and do what Elohim did. You had to breathe in him. You had to breathe in him. That's how, listen, they can't figure that. They can't bottle that. They can't take your breath and bottle it. They can get machines to do stuff. They can't bottle that spirit and hold it. See, these are things that people don't sit down and consider, because these are things outside. They science got a practical reasoning for everything. They can't explain Elohim. Hello? That's what I'm telling you. But he here, and he exists. And he shows them when they go and they practice their voodoo magic and say, hey, why you don't catch their stuff to be as a voodoo or witchcraft? Because you've been typically trained that people do that, use chicken bones. Yeah, that's what you taught. They use chicken bones and they throw them on the floor and they put a ring in their nose and they put feathers on their head. These people do it. They take animals and dissect them too. They take the bones on you, just too stupid to know it, because they clean themselves up. That's all these people do. These people been practicing curious arts. He told you stuff that they shouldn't know, but they go after it anyway. That's a snap. He said, you don't even know how the bones grow in the body. Look at your skin. And when you born, why you ain't born the height? How your body grow to that height? How your bones stretch your body all the way in your skin up to your height? He can't figure it, but he been trying. Yahuwah told you, he said he don't know how the bones grow in the body. Can you imagine that? The size you were when you were born, you ain't that size anymore. How did your skin and your body, your skin stretch to that height? Only Yahuwah could do that. Only Yahuwah could do that. And they've been trying to do everything he could do. They've been trying to go over it, trying to make it work, and he make them fail every time. So this is why it's important for us to look at how it become Ruachni. And then you start to understand there are some things outside of your knowledge and your ability for a reason. So you'll recognize the Elohim of Elohim and realize you're Elohim of men. That's a difference. You have limitations. You have certain attributes he has, but the Abba, he can do all things, but fail and Kazal. Okay? All right. And the sure of it, and we only hold him to record that he hadn't, and the fact that we still him. Because the day when he tell a Kazab he can't do it, everything got to scroll up. It's got to scroll up. He said got to stop. He says it's impossible. That's what he told. Hold you guys. Say that 2:6:17. Abarim, they call Hebrew. I'll try to get y'all out of here. So y'all can get home. I know somebody supposed to be cleaning chitlin. Y'all laugh. Some of these folks ain't laugh. Someone want to know how he know. I know Mike, he supposed to be in charge of the pig feet this year. Listen.
So when Elohim, willing more abundantly to show the heirs of Shammah the unchangeable of his counsel, confirmed it by an oath.
The unchanging they put now, in your King James perversion, it'll say immutability, which is unchanging. What happened?
For the sake of two unchangeable things, in which it is forbidden for Elohim to kazab about them, we might have a strong encouragement, we who have fled for refuge to lay hold of the Yakal put before us.
That's why he set it up that way. He said, I didn't want you to among me and it be in vain. That I set this thing up by, it's impossible. He said, it's impossible for me to tell a lie. I want you, for those that done fled for refuge, that broke away from your old behavior, your old habits, or broke away from relationships, or whatever it is. He said, I just want you to know that this is all standing upon something that I can't fail and I can't lie. See, he set up in the book of Romans, the 10th chapter, that whosoever among him, he said, I won't put you to shame. I need that. I can't afford to put myself out here and that man not be who he is. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. If he wrong, I'll be honest with y'all, I don't know what's right. I'll be lying to you to tell you if I had something else I was looking into. I don't. This is the only thing I got. I ain't looking at nothing else. I ain't searching at nothing else. If I find him to be a liar, I find his word not to be what he said it is, I won't waste my time. I'm a businessman. I ain't got no time to waste. I don't need something to believe in just to believe in nothing. I'm not that guy. I need to believe in something because it's right. I dedicate myself to it because I got confidence in him that he'll do what he said. So far, what I found and what I track him to do, his word measure out. A carnal man couldn't put it together. A carnal man couldn't do it. It makes sense. He let her know, listen, all this stuff, he said the rocks and Shamin will pass away. He said, my word won't. They can move. He said, my word won't move. It'll stand. That's why he put Yahushua on the two and kept him sitting right there to show you, my word won't move. When I settle my word, it won't move. That's where it's at. That's where it stands. This decree he done sat down for, it's not changing. Only thing we got to do, we got to make adjustment with ourselves. All the stuff I talked about us doing on a carnal note, it'll take these other people to help us to do it. It's not something we can do of ourselves. You know, of course, with the plan of Yahuwah. I feel that if enough of you guys got a break from situation you entangled yourself with, you'll be more reluctant to kind of set your mind toward a money in him. Sometimes the struggles that we kind of entangle ourselves with, we kind of deal with, it gets so hard pressed, it just don't seem like you can ever get out of it. It don't seem like nothing will ever change for you. That's only because of the way you or what you surrounded yourself with. You can't let this stuff conquer you and beat you. It's important for us to align ourselves together. This don't work. Nobody walked out Mizraim by themselves. They came out as a group, as a conglomerate. It was a consensus. It'll be the same thing now. It's got to be a consensus. That's why our strength gonna come in our numbers. But you got to be willing to do what it takes. You got to be willing to search yourself to get yourself to a point of being ruachni. And this is not hard. All the things he told us not to do, he explained it with us. He said the people that do this, these are not people that's ruachni. They're more concerned about the flesh, the quality of having a good life here. They're not concerned about them the soul. They're not about them the fire. They're not concerned about the ruach that's in them that's going to depart and separate from that defiance. So for us that are afraid of death, we have to think even higher than just the natural death. We got to look at being ruachni dead to this man, spiritually dead. Well, this man have no connection, no more resurrection to us. So the mindset that we're trying to have is to go through and examine what are this man's mandates. What does it take for us to do it without wavering? You have to have a confidence in this man. I could have committed adultery, I don't know how many times. It's still on the table now. I'm saying the ability to do it is there. I'm not doing it because I don't have the ability or option to do it. It's because I look at I'll be dead to this man. Y'all got what I'm saying? You have to start looking at where does this put me with this man? So I had to get past the desire of just the temporary of the flesh. Because anything you do to the flesh, it can never be permanent. It's always temporary. Right. So like we're working out, you got to keep going back. It's not one workout and you're good. Because it's the flesh. You always got to keep being subservient to it to keep it. Well, now he said, if you learn how to feed and sow to the ruach, you'll see you don't have to exert, you don't have to exacerbate yourself so much. Typically, we wear ourselves out. We're trying to make money. What? Don't get no sleep. Can't take a day out. Keep going. Because the carnality does that. It'll drive you to that point to where it'll just pull you down. So we seek a rest, the shalom, the peace, the tranquility, the health, the prosperity. But we got to always think in contrast of spirituality, ruachni. Making sure, although I work to try to get these things so I can set a quality of life, I don't make this my whole living. This is not my everything. This is not my whole, and this doesn't keep me from doing his will. Because sometimes people look at, see, to really be saying you can't have nothing. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. That don't make sense. Because the man had a mother, father, and sisters and brothers. Still, that's your sister and brother. There's always going to be feeling there. But he sat there to be ruachni. My mother, my brother, and my sisters are these. He was trying to show, and people that look at it, your mom and dad, your mama and your brother and sister, them out there for you. He was trying to show you the discipline break of this is my mother, this is my brother, this is my sister. Those that do the will, other people that's ruachni is who I'm related to. Make sense? Yes, sir. People think he played a game. He was trying to show you the break. You know what you say? I don't give a damn about nothing. That's always gonna be my mama. You always. And guess what state you in? Which is what? That's smooth. Let's finish this up. Okay, I just want to show you that. Just jump back right quick, 2 Corinthians, so I can get them through. Y'all get here, go ready, put your money in now. Don't be, give me that carnal money. Be ruaching about it now. Don't let that be everything. Dump it on in there. All right, this is 2 and 11, 2 Corinthians. Listen.
For who among unashamed knows that of a ish, except the ruach of the ish that is within him?
See that? He's amending. So to say, man, people don't know, these folks don't know nothing about mankind. That's a lie. He just told you man does know about man, but he just don't know about the spirit of man. That's why these people keep playing with you. They don't know. Don't let them see. You'll sit around and be wrestling with these people. These people do understand some of the other dynamics of man. They haven't figured out the ruach though. Come on.
So also that of Elohim no one has known, except the ruach of Elohim.
So now, if I want to know the things of Elohim, what I'm going to need to do? Why I'm going to need to get the ruach?
You know Elohim.
Because me being a carnal man, I can't know it. It's laws that don't allow me to know it. So let's look at what Pharaoh. When Musa went to Pharaoh and told Pharaoh to let, Yahuwah said, let my being go. What did Pharaoh tell him? At that what? Because he looking, I'm carnal. He said, I'm carnal. I don't know nothing about him and I don't obey him. And guess what? What Pharaoh says, what you say. Who is he? Because you hadn't obeyed. Even Yeshayahu said they have not all obeyed. What was he saying? You had the same mentality of Pharaoh. Who is it that you should obey him? Hello? Who is it that you should be subject to him? See, all of these are things we have to consider and we have to look at because these become detrimental things. That's why he said, and it made sense that he couldn't know. How could he know it? It was Ruachni. How was he going to know about a berith, a covenant that Elohim made with Abraham concerning his seed in the 4th Tuledah? He was going to bring them out of Mizraim with great substance. How was he going to know that? That was a berith he made with him of Ruachni, spiritual. How were you going to know that when you were carnal? That's what he's trying to do. No man would know that. But who would know it? The people who the promise was to. They would know it. The heirs. They were going to know that. They knew when Musa came and told them, what did they say? Who is Yahuwah that we should obey him? No, all we need was a name. All we need a name. We consent to it. Y'all got it? Because these are things they would know. Y'all got it? Okay, let's see. Come on. This is what he told you.
And we have received not the ruach of the Olam, but
go ahead.
the ruach who is from Elohim.
See that now? So amazingly, we were told not to believe. That's why he was trying to tell you which one he received. Because a lot of people tell you like, you know, why you trying to talk? I'm spiritual, and you might argue and say you're not. They are. They're telling you the truth. They are. It's more than one spirit. Some be arguing about telling people they're not. They are. It's just they have the carnal spirit, and that's the spirit we can't have. Y'all got, as far as a rule, you're carnal, so there are attributes you have. You have to be ruachni where the ruach that's of Elohim, the laws that govern us Elohim, have to prevail over the laws you got in your flesh. That makes sense, y'all? Go ahead. What's the purpose of it? Listen.
So that we may know what is given to us by Elohim, by his kasid.
See, see that? Now he said, this is how we know we have it. See, the Ruach of Elohim let us know what's given to us. See that? So it's certain things that people don't realize what's given them of Elohim. Just like when it came down to Ka'ur. Although he said it wasn't, I mean, the heart is him. Why would he put it here and we're not supposed to eat it? So what Ruach she had? She had the Ruach of the Olam. That's right, so she didn't know what was freely given. She thought that was okay. Why y'all think the Ruach came to get them, designate them what to eat as far as the pork, swine, different ones? How would they know that? Wow. That's a good guess? Well, they would have had it because of the Ruach. See, Elohim wrote that himself. When they came out, he designated these laws. The Ruach designated these laws. It governed them. It let them know what they would eat, what the who split, chew the cud. They knew. How would you know? I'm just going to walk up and just know an animal. No, I got to know the cud, watch it, eat, to know. The Ruach taught me that, so I know what's freely given. I know I can eat that. I know I can eat that. I don't have to guess about it. I know I can eat that. So the Ruach then came and taught it. Nobody else wouldn't know that except you were giving it by the Ruach. He gave it to them, designated them. This designate everything you're supposed to do. How you supposed to do? How things supposed to happen between me and Cannon have father. How we supposed to do? Cannon done lost. I seen that car broke down. Sorry, damn that car. I'm gonna shoot it up with a gun. What I supposed to do with that car? He don't know where it said it got stolen. What I supposed to do? Do what? He ain't here in 20 minutes. I'm finna sell it. What I need to do? I can't hear you. Hold it when? That's what the Ruach told me to do. I keep that till he get back here. 20 minutes, he ain't here. It gone. He said, no, even me and him got a fallout. It told me to keep that for him till he get back. See, the Ruach teach that. Somebody said, that's stupid. How you just do that? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't expect you to do. You carnal. See, there's some laws govern me over my desire, what I might want to do. Since we had a fallout, I should be able to do it, because me and him don't like each other. We don't have a little fallout. It ain't where he gone, but because we him, I'm governed by saying I got to hold that till the man get back. Man, lost that car got stolen. I got to keep it till the man get back. Hello? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So he come in to try to teach us so we'll know, right? So our goal is to make sure that we get to where we need to be. Come on, finish this up.
And we shall not speak this in a language that shall limit the wisdom of the Benim of Anashim, but in the language that the Ruach HaKadosh teaches and explains Ruachni in Ruachni Dabarim.
Uh-oh, see that? Something that explains spirituality in a spiritual word. That's how he said we're going to do it. Now, we're not trying to speak with the carnality of the world, trying to use their sense and their logic to it, because we're dealing with something that's spiritual. He said, so we have to speak it in a language that explains the spirituality in with a spiritual word. And that's what we're trying to make sure we do, that we try to make things, that we try to change things from being so complex. And I think that's been more or less our wrestle for a lot of years, is the fact that we hadn't really understood. I think we're looking up words and getting a better understanding of concepts of words and how they're being put together. We understand there's a difference. It's not just saying you carnal, I'm spiritual. I understand that being spiritual, as stated, is that the quality, which is a standard for us, is what the Ruach designate more than what the flesh wants or desire. Y'all got it? When Yahushua sat down with them and they got ready to eat what they call the Last Supper, you know what he told them? What did he tell them? With what? He said, I really want to eat this. I really want to eat this. But he said, but I won't do it until we do it new in my Malkut. Now, since we started to understand spirituality, Ruachni versus carnal, now it makes sense by some of his statements that he was telling you, I'm just like you. I want to do it too. People think, oh, when you spiritual, you have no desire. I don't know where people get that from. That makes absolutely no sense. It's not a fight if you don't have any will. The will of the flesh is to live. And the will of the flesh is to live the way it want to live. No rules. Absolutely no rules. So to govern the body to the rule is the fight. Because you're trying to govern it to live to the Ruach and stop living to death. Because everything the flesh wants to do of itself typically leads out to death. So the Ruach comes in and the fight struggle comes in. I got the word, but it's hard. I've been with you. I'm about to break. I'm finna give up. Ruach say, I can't give up. The struggle fight is there, but I'm fighting to live. Y'all got it? I'm fighting to live or more than what. That's Ruach. The quality and standard that you set is to maintain a behavior that sources out that this man hear me, he'll answer. He recognize people that fight the struggle. He don't recognize people that give in to it. Y'all got it? That's why I look at fighting against the system. I'm saying, again, it ain't about fighting people. It's against fighting against that of oppression, because I look at it as sin. It holds you to something. When he set us to be people of liberty, and he told us don't be entangled again with the yoke of bondage. I'm in the yoke of bondage. I'm only allowed access only as much as white people let me as long as I don't bother them. I'm unfortunate, I'm gonna have to bother white people. I ain't satisfied where I'm at. Because just kind of go and don't rock the boat, I'm gonna have to turn the boat over. He gotta know I'm him. We can't keep living like that. If you just keep your mouth shut and don't say nothing about nothing, and just be real quiet like a church mouth, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I go hand him everything I got, he tell me to do that. And he said, let me keep it. I'm stop being with you, boss. It ain't gonna work. Ain't nothing in me gonna let me sit down and let me keep nothing I got if I just keep my mouth shut and be like a church mouth and don't say nothing about it. Some of y'all will do it. I won't be able to do it. Just cut different. I ain't a man made out of that burlap. You can mess that burlap, it's gonna shoot straight through like it coming through a strainer. Can't use it. I can't keep nothing. They're gonna tell me I gotta keep my mouth closed, don't say nothing, and just do what they tell me. I hand it to them right now. I ain't gonna be able to keep nothing I got. It won't work for me. All right, let's finish this up. Listen. 14.
But a natural ish does not receive the dabarim of the Ruach of Elohim.
Now, let me ask you a question. For everybody here, every time you go against anything he say to do, he's talking about you. Because you're a natural man, you're a carnal person. Your quality and standard of being does not allow you to obey what he tells you to do. Nobody gonna tell you what to do. You ain't finna listen to nobody, and you're gonna do what you want to do and get what you want. He said you're gonna be the hardest person to get you to comply to something because you're a natural person, and because of that, it's gonna impede against what I'm trying to tell you to do. He said a natural man, what did he say about him?
Does not receive the dabarim of the Ruach of Elohim.
He don't even receive it. You know, how folks say, I don't receive that. He said that's what you do when you're natural. When you're carnal, he says that's what you do. You won't receive it. Let's see why.
For they are foolishness to him.
That's stupid. Let me get this straight. Y'all can't go nowhere on Saturday but the church. I mean synagogue. That's no place y'all go. That's stupid. Let me get it straight. So if y'all hungry, I just want to ask y'all, can y'all hear me? So if y'all hungry, y'all like real hungry, and just say like, ain't nothing around, and somebody, it's a pork chop sandwich, fried in peanut oil, and y'all telling me y'all can't eat the pork chop sandwich because y'all believe y'all gonna burn. That's stupid. See, my God will let me eat it because he gonna look at it. He worried about me eating. And the only reason I can tell you that it'll be because I was calm. Mm-hmm. And I can't receive what he's saying. So now when you hear people try to explain that stuff, they tell you there's only one reason they explain that to you. Understand why, right? Yes, sir. It's no, don't even try. No. Let me help you understand it. He just told you they can't. Why are you trying to waste time trying to explain it to them? He just told you they can't. What means you can't? I'm telling y'all I can't jump, touch the roof. Why y'all keep hollering, jump, jump, jump? Does that make sense? No. I just told you a carnal man cannot receive it. Why are you trying to explain it to him? Spirit in me, spirit of error. Because it's told you, since I know that, don't even waste time with it. That's where you at. Listen, if your God let you eat that pork chop, eat 2 of them. Don't get one. So you understand? I understand exactly what you're saying. You do what your God told you to do. I mean, I ain't trying to, why are you trying to force somebody out? That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Everybody got a right to believe what they want to believe. It's stupid, but that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. I just choose to believe what the man told me. He just happened to put cuff on the top of a rooftop who was hungry while they were cooking food. And there was a sheet knitted at the 4 corner, let down to him. He told him, rise, slay, and eat. And what he said? Not so. He ruach now. He said, never happened. He said, I can't eat it. Everything was unclean. He said, I can't eat it. Not so. And this was done thrice. Which means he did it thrice. What it meant? That meant established. That confirmed. That means you got to eat it. He looked at ruach and said, no, that's the flesh. The flesh wanted. I already know what that man law said. The Ruach let me know already. He just let me try to show me I'm getting ready to cleanse people. And they're going to be people you're going to look at just like you look at this pork that can't be clean. I'm going to show you I can clean these people. He let know when I clean it, I clean these people. And he understood it when he came in. He said, Elohim showed me not to call no man common or unclean. Because those people received the same word he did. But see, when you ain't spiritual, that was a message about eating pork. And Peter fought God on pork. No, it wasn't. He told you what it was. So all he showed me what he clean. Don't call it common or unclean. All he said he fought them to see the same word we received. These people walking by the same respect we walk by. He said, these people clean. All he done clean these people. Hello? And he know he know how he looked at another nation. He looked at them just like unclean food. Ain't happening, can't get in. He said, that's food, these people. Hello? Yes, sir. But you got to be ruach to figure that. When you're carnal, you'll miss it. When you're carnal, that's by eating pig and buzzard. You see that? But see, that's why I tell you, that's why you got to keep yourself open. You got to be realistic with yourself and where you're at. You got to be practical, folks. This man knows where we at, and you got to recognize where you at. Then he can translate you over. But when you don't want to be real with where you at and what you're struggling with and what you need to get fixed and being honest with yourself, you ain't going to never get nowhere with him. Because the first period, if nobody else, you need to be honest with yourself. I didn't hear him come and tell me I need to be saved. When I heard that the unrighteous wasn't going to inherit it, I ain't had no knowledge. I had enough sense to realize what I was doing. I ain't had to say a prayer. No. When I learned it was in the book, I knew I needed to be saved. I said, because what he's saying I was doing. I was fornicating. I committed adultery. I knew. He was talking, I was a drunkard. I knew he was talking about me. When I found out in the book, I said, I need to get saved. I need to get saved. And I knew I had to get away from it. So he started moving me, designate. You had to get spiritual, son. You had to stop giving to your flesh. I kept fornicating now. I kept smoking. Do you know what? And I do it. It just started feeling worse and worse. It just felt bad. It just felt like, goodness, man, just keep failing. How you keep failing? It was a fight that I finally stopped it. It was a fight. I ain't gonna tell nobody no. It wasn't no I jumped up and I stopped. That's a lie. You know what? I kept failing and realized, son, you can't keep doing this. You're getting worse and worse. It was just getting worse and worse. I felt worse and worse. I just be crying. I just like, why I can't stop it? And the only reason I couldn't stop it because I was still carnal. Get it? Repent. You be good. One working. That's what I do. You got to be real with yourself. A lot of folk don't be real. They say they just live a lie and they stay in the same spot. You don't want to stay in the same spot. Be real with yourself. That's it. It's a fight for everything. You're going to struggle. The only way not to struggle no more is that you be dead. You living, so it's going to constantly be a struggle. You just got to decide what's life, what's death. I going to fornicate, that life? No, that's death. I going to get drunk, that life or that death? That's death. I don't want to die. Then stop committing sin. I'm just being honest, you got to get practical. The desires don't just go away. Certain desires go away. Certain because you stop feeding them. They're not as strong. Let me say it's not as strong as they were. But desires are still going to come. You get past the smoking, crack or whatever you're doing, or drinking, or some of those things like that. If you're homosexual or whatever, you can get past on that. But there's still other desires you have that are going to come to try to test you, to come to try to get you off. Because Satan ain't stupid. He know, okay, I make you good. Think about it. That's the biggest thing. You ain't fornicating, and you ain't committing adultery, you ain't homosexual, you ain't drinking. I mean, really, you good. But you got some stuff in your heart. That's your struggle. That's how he'll get you. It'll be something else. Don't ever think, I conquered up. No, there's some other stuff will be there. You got that. I ain't touching nothing, though. I ain't touch it. He said, you got to watch it. That's that lust of the eye. See, the other stuff, because people they feel like they're good, they ain't touching nothing, but you're an eye watcher. I see booty. I keep moving. I don't look back at booty. You don't see about no film, no video of me with no booty. Nah, it's a booty. I had to keep moving. He said, all that's in the world, the lust of the eye, pride of life. He said, all that stuff, let you know to get it, because a lot of folks in here, you ain't guilty of fornicating. Not with your penis and your vagina. You do it with your eyes. So all these things you have to learn. I'm just telling you, these are fights you're going to have. So stop thinking, oh, once I conquer fornication, once I conquer that, it's always so much you're going to fight. Because you're trying to get the whole man to get complete. That's all. The whole man to get complete, he's always, once you do, you find the other chinks in your armor. Everybody got them. We all got chinks in our armor. Even I got chinks. He had to, somehow to have them. He let me say, see, it's a chink. Don't think it. I don't be committing no fornication, no adultery. You don't see me out here drunk in the street. He said, how that eye doing? Why that eye be jumping? What you talking about? That eye be jumping. Like, what they jumping eye for? We human. Y'all want the truth? You always going to find things about you. Fear. Phobias you had that keep you from advancing and being, those will hold you back too. That's sin. A lot of y'all scared to be real saved because you're scared you're going to put you too far that you ain't going to be able to do nothing. You don't overly commit. You need to get rid of that. He said fear has torment and you can't be made complete. Everybody got to find out about us. Fear. That'll get us. Fear. That fear you had to keep you from going because the thing, all he wants you to do, fear keep you from doing it. That's Satan to use that on you. You just want to be saved. It ain't that. You just don't want to make no bad decision. He'll chump you out and make you think you being smart. You ain't trying to be risky. Whole time you are risky. You want to do what the man told you. When he sent Gideon up, why he sent them folk back? Because they were fornicating? You said because they were lying? Now, get where they going to mess up at. Fear going to get them. That's what effeminate is, too. A cowardly man. See, they be thinking, effeminate. You know if you got fear, guys, you're an effeminate. That's a weak or a cowardly man. He wouldn't let them go up with him. He told them, first thing he told everybody that's of a fearful Lord, he said, send them back. He broke them out. So, see what I'm saying? Now, look, you got it down. You ain't no drunk no more. You ain't homosexual lusting. You ain't lying. You ain't drunk. You ain't committing fornication, adultery. But you fearful. See? Still come. So that's why I'm telling you, don't get yourself just sold on those things. It's other stuff we got to work on. Make sense? But that's what it says. But guess what? You know the reason we know that? Because the Ruach searches all things. So that's deep. They ain't looking at that. Mofo, I ain't fornicating, I ain't drunk, I don't smoke no cigarette. They going to heaven. You know what I mean? People don't go no church, no religion that don't smoke, don't drink, and don't commit fornication. Yeah. I don't know why people think on the folks it's folks just that ain't their thing. So folks will just use that to say this is why I'm saved. That's not why you saved. Don't believe that. Just stop it. Just stop it. Take your time. We'll walk through this. We'll learn it. We'll get a better understanding of it so we can be better. Okay? That's two. Appreciate it.